Jammed you out there, Jimmy. That's not true. So why don't you want to meet up in about an hour or less? You sure Cora's going to let you go? Of course. Are you sure that, you don't have a wife anymore. She filed for divorce in Van Nuys Court. In Van Nuys Court, there was 2 separate judges in that case, too. You screwed
Hello,
your
everyone.
attorney over there, Jeffrey. That's not nice. Just kind of like you screwed over Dr. Rosen, the dentist in Woodland Hills.
What up, everybody? It's great to see you guys. I'm going to introduce you to something. Viewer discretion is advised. This is the Renegade Repeater. We're going to listen to these guys a little bit before these idiots start getting their jobs together.
10:45 is a good time to 11 o'clock.
Viewer discretion is advised. All they do is fight, say bad words.
Okay, now what? You want to meet up?
You want to meet up?
Where you want to meet? Where are you right now?
I'll beat your ass.
I'm at home. Oh, which home? Are you in Santa Monica with the vertical on the roof? Are you, well, you're not in Palm, well, you might be. You're going through a computer.
He's doxing them now.
Yeah, I might be. Be in Palm Desert, on Hill Street, and Tehachapi, you know. And what's really sad about where you could be is you don't even share the place with Kyle. He has to live in an apartment on Sherman Way.
This is...
About Sherman's Deli.
Okay, hold on a second. Just to kind of give you a quick little thing. This is ham radio. That is ham radio. These are ham operators on a crazy channel where they cuss, they're racist, they're all kinds of crazy shit. It's almost like these guys on the radio. And it never stops almost. It's like there's times where there's nobody on for a little bit, and then there's times where it just is a clusterfuck. Oh, I'm sorry, Jenna. Hopefully you feel better. Feel better fast. And Kathy, if you're here, Kathy, thank you so much for the great gift. I appreciate you, Kathy. I got the candy. I know you said you sent the shirt. I see it said you sent the shirt, but I didn't get the shirt. I'm guessing the shirt's probably still on the way to you, maybe, and then to me. So thank you so much for the candy. I did get it yesterday. Thank you so much, Kathy. You rock. Oh, it's Kathy's birthday, too? Oh, Kathy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, you thing from another world, you.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Kathy. I don't know if she's in here yet. I don't see her, but just in case, and maybe she's away. She's AFK, away from the keyboard. What's up, Terry? So, yeah, I listen to these ding-dongs. They cuss at each other. I figured I'd give you guys a little taste.
Yeah, that's likely to happen.
All they do is fight with each
You're
other.
a narcissist. You can do anything you want.
See, you're a narcissist.
That's in Palm Desert, 125 miles away. Get in your private helicopter, beat the fuck out of your pilot, and demand that you get there. Threaten him with doxing him. Maybe if you threaten his family, he'll get you there in 15 minutes. If the butts were candy and if that's the nuts were candy and butts and what a Merry Christmas we'd have too. Great Jewish food there. You'll love it.
Yeah, this is the Renegade Repeater. These guys have been on this thing for 20 years, maybe even 30. 30 years of street fighting.
Wonderful girlfriend.
Out here. This is based in SoCal, guys.
Your caretaker. Since when do you believe
I think it's 30 easy.
Yeah. 14 years.
Gotta love Steve, right? So, yeah, you know Steve Hoffman. Good old Hoffman. They call this dude Bug Eye because his eyes bulge out. Like he's got something where his eyes bulge out. Some disease. So they call him Bug Eye. And when they call him Bug Eye, he kind of gets pissed. So he starts going crazy on him. Yeah, they're just hamming it up, man. I mean, the conversations are crazy. I mean, absolutely wild sometimes. So it's kind of fun. Gives you something else to listen to. Oh, they're definitely more toxic than Call of Duty. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Meeting of your
Let me turn that off and we'll...
Los Angeles City Council. Today is Friday, September the 1st, 2023. My name is Marquise Harris Dawson. I'm the president pro tem of this council and serving as the chair for today's meeting. Public comment today will be taken both in person in the council chamber and via teleconference for this meeting. We'll begin our proceedings by asking the clerk to call the roll.
Yes.
What's up, Detectorist?
Bloomfield, De
Shout out to
Leon,
you and the rest
Harris
of
Dawson,
London.
Hernandez, Hutt, Krikorian,
England in the house.
Hosker, Padilla,
Jeez,
Park,
mate.
Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky, 12 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
All right, our first order of business.
Approval of the minutes of August 30th, 2023.
Not stoned yet.
All right, Councilmember Yaroslavsky moves. Councilmember
Let me get
Soto
my thing
Martinez
going.
seconds.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
He isn't hiding.
All
I
right,
haven't seen his eyes.
Councilmember Lee moves. Councilmember McCosker seconds. Next.
Man, I gotta hold on a second. That's all I got left in here.
Mr. President, there is a request to continue item
I'll be
6
right back. I left the other jar in the room.
September
Hold on.
12th, 2023, sir.
All right, without objection, that'll be
back. 2
continued to the date specified. Can we run through the remainder of the agenda?
Yes, sir. Item number 1 is an item notice for public hearing. Items 2 through 16 are items which public hearings have been held. Items 17 through 22 are items which public hearings have not been held. 10 votes are required for consideration.
All right, without objections, we'll bring those items before us. But before that, I want to ask members if they have any items they'd like to call special. Mr. Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. I need to recuse myself from item 1 due to my wife's employer who has a current client that's an applicant.
All right, for the record, Mr. Price will recuse himself on item number 1 due to a conflict
Restream Trap
related to his wife's employer.
Great. Thank you, Restream. Oh, God. What happened?
Councilmember Hutt.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call item 1 special for
I come back and I see.
All right, do we have
Hopefully
a motion?
that was on their side and not on mine.
Yes.
I don't think it was.
So I'm going to go ahead and read the moving clause on item 1.
It's packed in there
I
today.
therefore move that the council hold a TEFRA hearing at the city council meeting to be held on Tuesday, September 5th, 2023, and adopt the attached TEFRA resolution to allow the California Municipal Finance Authority to issue bonds in an amount not to exceed $45 million to provide
$20
financing
dono?
for the
Uh-oh, who
acquisition,
donated? Let me see.
construction, development, and equipping
Let
of an
me see.
84-unit qualified residential rental project called Arlington Apartments located at 3300 West Washington Boulevard in Council District 10. And just to be clear, this is a change in the hearing date.
Thank you. Without objection. Mr. Lee.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yesy, Ian. Thank you so much, Ian. Yesy, you rock.
I'm not just whistling Dixie, no. I'm singing you a Bayou Serenade, I guarantee.
Vote. Any other specials?
Big Country,
members,
thank
or
you so much for the
amendments?
Twitch Prime.
All right.
Back for more time. Welcome back for
Seeing
more
none,
time.
What's before us just one more time that we can vote on?
Mr. President, council may now vote on items 2 through 5, 7 through 11, as well as 13 through 16, sir.
All right, those items are before us. Open the roll. Close the roll.
Big heads, yeah, they're right here. I'm just waiting for the guys
Tabulate
to
the
step
vote.
up.
13 ayes.
All right. So before we go to this very special presentation today in honor of the celebration of working people here in Los Angeles and all over the world, our Labor Day presentation is being brought to us by Mr. Tim McCosker of the Great 1-5 and Mr. Soto Martinez
Talvish,
of
thank
the
you so much,
13th
Talvish.
District.
Thank you for the dono, Talvish. Good Morgan. Is it true Spectrum took all the Disney channels off like cable, ESPN? I don't know. I don't have any of the Disney channels. I don't support Disney, so I don't know. Could be. I can tell you that Channel 5 has come off. But that's because of Nexstar. Like, Nexstar owns the rights to Channel 5, so I can't watch anything on Channel 5. The news, like if the Raider games are playing or whatever, they don't play them on their football, none of that anymore. I mean, usually
Good morning,
gets,
colleagues, and happy
better
Labor
after a
Day.
while.
We are so glad to be here today. I'm honored to be here with sisters and brothers from the movement, with the entire House of Labor. I'm also happy to be here with my friend and colleague, Hugo Soto Martinez. We just came from the forecourt, where we had a press conference where we talked about wage theft. We spent a little bit of time talking about the legislation that's
Anybody
been
knows a
before
lot
us,
about
and
thieving,
coming
it's you
before us
guys.
today about wage theft. It's really
You guys definitely know a lot
important
about
for us
theft.
to recognize the the strength, the power of our public policy decisions and also our budgeting decisions to make sure that we are sticking up for those folks in the workforce, those sisters and brothers in labor who are the lowest paid and tend to be the folks that are preyed upon for wage theft. We know that folks lose about 12.5% of their pay through wage theft in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the wage theft capital of the country. A really ignoble title for us to have. And so,
and you're proud of it,
it's really
huh?
important for us on a Labor Day to think about the great movement, how far we've come, but also how far we need to go. But let's talk about LA as a labor town. LA is a labor town. Let's hear it for Los Angeles. We're going to celebrate sort of the work and the actions and the future of these great leaders that are behind Hugo Soto Martinez and myself. I want to make sure that before we get into the speakers, I have an opportunity to have my colleague and friend say a few words, and we're going to introduce some great speakers, and I'm going to wish everybody a happy Labor Day. Hugo Soto Martinez.
Thank you so much, Councilmember McCosker. I just could not be so proud to be up here, someone who came from the labor movement. I talk about this all the time, but, I helped organize my own workplace. I remember taking that courageous step, walking on the boss.
You're so courageous, scared, bro. You're so fucking courageous. We don't even know.
We deserve respect. And how the workplace transformed and changed through those years. I said, this is a thing I'm going to do.
He's so courageous, man.
Life. Until I won this office, I was doing that for 16 years. But I continued to bring the spirit of the labor movement.
Man, did I forget to bring the lighters too?
Position of power. But when I think about what's happening in this hot labor summer, I could not be more proud because of the solidarity that is happening across different unions and different sectors. We see SEIU 99, who are the back of the house of the schools, team up with UTLA and say we want to have good wages and healthcare for all the workers, regardless of the union that we're in. We see the Teamsters and IATSE respecting the picket line when the WGA and SAG said we are going to go on strike. Because we have come to a place in the city of Los Angeles where
WGA.
Even having a union
keep them all on the striking fucking line.
Middle class. We see
that's
writers,
where they deserve to be with
actors,
their unoriginal writing.
We see dancers in North Hollywood all saying the same thing. We do not get paid enough. We do not
get paid enough. We do not.
And so that's why we're seeing this level of solidarity. And I know that when we do this, when folks come together, we can make a much better Los Angeles because of the militancy of the workers, and they will always show us the way. And as someone who is no longer in the union, I will follow the lead. I always follow the lead of the workers because they are the ones closest to the issues. They know how to solve their own problems. And so thank you so much, Councilmember McCosker. Very proud to be here. And I would say, we joke about who loves the labor movement more. Is it Tim? Is it me? Well, we all know the answer to that. It is a tie. It is a tie. We both love the labor movement. So I could not be so happy to be here with you today.
Thank you, Councilman. No, don't run. Thank you, Councilman. From labor leader to council member. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Maybe they shouldn't have been a dancer. Maybe they should have got a fucking education so they don't know how to say don't not.
From great speakers, but I do want to, and we could go all day because there are great leaders of the labor movement here in this room, but we will not do that. But I am going to call out a few folks in particular who are not speaking, but we're honored that they're here. We have a friend in the room who has a long history with the County Federation of Labor, who's also a city councilor.
Does he do not get paid either?
Beach, and he's currently a harbor commissioner for the Port of Long Beach, a port that I represent because you own property in my district, Steve Neal.
You know, the unions, yes, the union fees are theft, and the people that join the unions are just puppets, and realize that people always ask me, how do these people get into power? It's the unions. These unions gather the puppets together. The puppets have to vote one way because of against the union, then they're out of the union, so the union votes for these assholes because the union pays these jerk-offs. And that's really how it all works, in a nutshell.
Who are critically important to the 1-5. We have two very important...
They suck each other's cocks because they love to suck dick.
Professions that keep our people afloat. One is Gary Herrera, and the other is Charmaine Morales. And we could do long presentations, but we will not. But I'm going to start with Gary Herrera. I'm going to start with Gary because yesterday was a big day for the ILWU. We have a coast-wide contract. Congratulations. Congratulations.
It's all a sham, bro.
To Local 13 and 63 and 94
Ethiopian
and the entire family of labor. Gary is the president of ILWU 13. He previously
Do you remember the
served as the vice
History of the World
president
Part 1?
13. He's been on the waterfront
Gregory
since
Hines,
98,
the Ethiopian Jim
and he
Jam.
became a registered member of the ILWU in 2004.
All right, everybody.
Prior to his full-time employment on the docks, Gary owned a successful sporting goods business in his hometown of San Pedro, where he was also the athletic director at 4 local boys and girls clubs. At every step of his career, Gary has been advancing workers as one of his core values. Outside of his employment, Gary volunteered as the head varsity, I did not know this, the head varsity basketball coach at both Banning and San Pedro high schools. That's an accomplishment. He's volunteered his time and abilities for the betterment of
it's funny. You can clap for them, but you
particular-
can't clap for
particular
the
as a
people that
mentor for
speak
at-risk youth
like
at
the normal
Sunburst
public.
Academy.
Isn't
I
that
have
funny?
seen Gary
You can
one-on-one
clap for
with
us,
kids, especially
but you
around
can't
the
clap
Boys
for
and Girls
them.
Club, and he has
I'm
a
telling you,
story to
if you
tell,
really
and
look
he
at
is
it,
a
it's
great
so
mentor
commie,
for
it
our
ain't
kids.
even funny.
Our second
It is so
honoree
communist.
on this very special Labor Day.
Surprised he doesn't have a fucking,
is
little
Charmaine.
SS right
Charmaine
there.
is our honor day.
Little
was our
swastika on
honoree
him.
during
Where's your
National
papers?
Nurses Week. You
Und
remember,
scheißen
a few
die
months
an.
ago. She's a registered
Yes,
nurse
mein
at Kaiser
Führer.
Permanente. In 2016, Charmaine was elected as the UNAC
Just commie
UHCP
after
executive
commie
vice
in this
president
fucking
and became
joint.
president in 2022. She was the first woman of color to serve as the
Fascist
president of
commie
that local.
pieces of
So let's
crap.
hear for Charmaine.
Of course it's one-sided. It's all their side or no side. It's their
Charmaine-
way or the highway.
Born and raised in San Pedro, by the way, serves as the vice president of the Los
Yeah, and
Angeles
do not
Labor
clap.
Council and vice president
You
of the
do not
National
clap. Oh, there's
Union
50
of
guns.
Hospital and health care employees.
I see,
So without
I
further
see
ado,
Stacy.
I want to bring up my friends, Gary and Charmaine, to give us a few remarks.
Again, Catherine.
Gary, Charmaine, come on up.
Happy birthday, and thank you again for the great gift.
So Gary and I didn't know we were going to be here together, but we did grow up in the same hometown. So good morning, everyone, and thank you, Councilman, for having
Calamity,
us today.
thank you so
Good
much,
morning.
Calamity girl.
My name is Charmaine Morales, and I am a registered
I love
nurse
that.
and the president
funny,
of
too.
United Nurses
Calamity girl.
Associations of California,
Andrea.
Union of Healthcare Professionals. As a little girl growing up in
Hi,
San
Dave.
Pedro, I knew Pedro
Hi, Brian.
was a union town.
What's up, Bob?
I would watch
Honest?
my family and neighbors go to work on the docks and the canneries, and while I knew it was hard work, I knew it was good work, work that provided a future for many
Socialism
families.
at its best, for
this
sure.
This experience helped me early in my life
Progressive
to understand
socialist
the
commies.
importance of labor to me and my community. So I became a nurse, and not just any nurse, a union nurse.
Oh, a
I
union
quickly
nurse.
became
Let's
active in
prop
my
up
union
that union.
to help my coworkers fight for
union
fair
nurse.
wages.
I
and
couldn't
safe
just be a
working
nurse by
environments
myself.
while keeping patient safety at the top of the agenda every shift, every day.
Like you
Today,
did. Were you
labor
one of the ones
faces-
that was dancing during the shamdemic? Was that one of you? Was that one of you? Were you there in that other room dancing while millions were dying?
You to stand with us.
Was that
so
you?
we can
Just
work
want to know. I
with
want to make
dignity,
sure. While
feed
we
our
were
families,
flattening a
and
curve.
keep our communities safe and healthy.
Well, I'd just like
Thank
to
you
ask her
for
one
celebrating
question.
labor
Has her curve flattened?
force.
That's it.
Los Angeles is a union town. and I run in solidarity. Thank you.
I just want to ask her, has the curve flattened? Now go sit down. Fuck.
Thank you, Councilman Tim McCoskey. It's an honor to be here. Once again, I am the president of ILW 13.
Lonnie, I don't
do
wanna
wanna
answer
say
that
We
question.
have reached our historic contract
don't.
after 13 months of bargaining with the employers. We
Not
are looking
here.
forward to bringing back the
Maybe
cargo
privately.
that is diverted through our negotiations and keeping California the fourth largest economy in the world, making sure that good-paying jobs stay right here in our harbor area in Los Angeles so that we can
good to
keep
see.
taking our kids to school, keep sending them off to college, put a roof over their heads. And this
Damn,
is
I
what
don't see
labor's
nobody
about.
else.
It's about what we do right here. Standing
Looking
together
around,
in
I
this
don't see
time,
Mr.
it's
Sachs,
historic
Mr.
to see
Herman.
Every labor union fight for a decent wage, for respect, for dignity. And
Wade?
it's amazing to be a part of this and to be here today. I cannot say thank you enough for
That's
all
right,
the
Willie.
leadership that you guys have shown and that you will
Yeah,
continue
BJ,
to do to make
another
sure
one
that
of
labor
Lonnie's shirts
is a
is
reckon to
brought.
be forced with. That we have a voice
yeah,
at
I
the
think this
table.
one was Lonnie's.
That we are no longer going to sit back
Getting
and have
so
people
many shirts from
dictate
so
our
many
lives.
people,
We
I
have a
can't remember
voice
now.
So we can provide for our families. This is what Los Angeles is
Catherine
about.
sent me stuff.
So being
Lonnie
part of the
sent me
ILWU,
stuff. Steve
being
sent
part
me
of a labor
shirts.
movement from the 30s
So many
till
people now.
over 80 years of fighting against
I'm
the
making
employer
shirts. I don't even
to
remember.
give
I
our
made one
town,
shirt
our
you guys are
community,
gonna
which is
love.
huge, 'cause if
It'll
you
be
go to
here
San
in
Pedro,
a week.
There's blue posters that say we support the ILW and they support us.
And for the ones that didn't hear, I did buy the Halloween costume, so we are ready for Halloween. It's on the way.
I am honored to be here, and once again,
already been shipped.
Mr. Councilman, to live by you.
I'm ready.
work
I just
side
need to
by
get
side with
candy.
you, and to my sister Charmaine, who I
For the
grew up with in
kids.
San Pedro, to Yvonne back here, and everybody in front, to my brothers and sisters. I got my vice president, Vic Zuniga, my secretary, Jesse Lopez, and to Irene Huerta, who works in our offices, to her friend Nilsa right here, and to Sal, to all my brothers and sisters on the waterfront, to all my brothers and sisters in labor. I want to say thank you for your support.
Yeah, I
and
think this
is
one
what
was
day and
Lonnie's,
this weekend's about. Maybe we continue to thrive and be prosper and have prosperous. Thank you.
Yeah, Joker.
Councilmember Soto Martinez has a couple of introductions as well.
Thanks so much again, Councilmember Kosker. I want to bring up 3 different folks. If you can all come
Me too, Shells.
behind me.
I can't tell you,
they all
Joe. You
come
just
from
got to show up.
Life,
That's the whole point.
Different lives, different backgrounds. They all have their different histories. One of them is Natalia Castellanos.
Never, Floyd.
Who is a member of the Screen
Would be
Actors
caught
Guild.
dead
here to
dressing
to
like
my
that
left.
sack of American
We have Jasmine Peck
treasonous
from the
anti-American
Writers Guild
dog
of
shit.
America, the WGA. And we have Nayeli Gomez, who works at
Again,
the Courtyard
to be a
downtown Los
costume of
Angeles
him,
from
all you got to
Unite
do is make
HRE
yourself a
Local
pile
11,
of dog shit.
the best union in
That's
the city,
it.
but I might be a little biased. Maybe a little biased. But despite their differences,
I know, Kenneth. I'm trying to get as many
they have
cars
one
as I
thing
can.
in common today. And that's that they're all on strike. All 3 of them are striking right now.
Wow.
And, you know, no worker wants to go on strike. That is the last thing.
Tons know his name is not under there. So he said his name was Frank. So I went on and undid all the Franks. Again, you do. I mean, everybody realizes you do. You know, you could have 1,000, literally 1,000 accounts made. I have 2. I have Smoke and Scan 1 and Smoke and Scan 2. So he can just make another lobster, I guess, because I can't find the lobster. I swear to you, there's no reason why I would keep the dude out. Really, I swear to you. On everything I love, including my mama.
Workers have been put between a rock and
Okay.
a hard place, and when that happens, when
I looked,
corporations
there's
try to
no
do that to
lobster
working
anywhere.
people,
So
we
it's
will
under his
do the
real
things
name.
that we know has the most.
So he
amount
said his
of
name was Frank.
effectiveness
So
in
all
this
the
program. We
Franks,
will
good or
withhold
bad,
our
all
labor.
got
We will
unbanned.
say you cannot make
So-
these profits off of our back.
I don't know
we
what
will
else to
stop
say.
this machine until we get what we deserve.
Can't make
so I
another
want to
one.
bring up just 3 folks that are going to talk about their lives and what they're going through right now and why we should all be in solidarity with them.
I mean, you should have 2 anyways. Because, again, if somebody bans you, you can always have another. That's the way I see it. Oh, Mr. Fist is back there. I see him.
Good morning, y'all. My name is Nayeli Gomez, and I am a food attendant at Courtyard Marriott Live. I am on strike right now. Today, with all of my coworkers, we've been uniting, and we've been, can I say bad words? Okay. We've been kicking butt, and we've been showing them that we're here and we're not leaving until we get our contract.
You notice who ain't clapping?
This is the second
Everybody
time
clapped but
that
one
we've
person
been on
over there.
strike
You notice
in
who
1
wasn't
month.
clapping?
We are trying and we are
notice?
fighting to win a wage that
you
will
catch
pay
it?
us enough to live in the city where we work. The first day of our strike this week on Wednesday was also the day that I received this letter raising my rent about 9%. I've lived in my apartment in Montebello with my daughter for 3 years, and this is now the second time that they've raised my rent within living there of 3 years. That's why I'm here today. That's why this movement, our movement, is so important. This is our struggle, and we are the only ones who are gonna get through this. The CEO of Marriott makes more than $9,000 an hour.
Well, become a CEO.
I am fighting to make at least 30. That's the minimum that I need to be able to stay in my home. I think it's just, and I think it's fair. Marriott can absolutely pay me this wage because they have the folks of the agency paying them that. At first, the rent letter did stress me out, but then it made me want to go even harder at these picket lines and stronger with my coworkers because they are here alongside, fighting with me all over Los Angeles. Why? Because this fight, this labor fight, is a universal fight. I know that every worker deserves good benefits, good job security, and a fair wage. My work in the hospitality industry is often disrespected. I've had multiple men on the picket line try to tell me that housekeepers should not be making more than $30 an hour. I want my city of Los Angeles to prove them wrong. I want all of you to stand with us, to help us lead, to show the world that us together, standing together in the city of Los Angeles, we can win this fight together, united. I am so glad to be here with all of you to celebrate Labor Day and to be in solidarity with all of the workers. And in the words of my president, Kurt Peterson, he would say, because when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Sí se puede.
$30 an hour to really just sell some drinks and food in a courtyard? Get the fuck out of here. $30 an hour.
All right. Hello.
Maybe we should have got a better education.
Peck, and I'm
30 an hour
a television
to
writer,
serve some fucking
and
a sandwich. Here's your sandwich. $30 and I know you want tips. I know you got a tip jar there.
That for many has come to signify good sales.
30 an hour.
But the roots of Labor Day are deeper than capital.
You know what the funny part about that is? She'll get the 30 and then she'll bitch and complain when she goes to rent a room there and it's now $30 higher and she doesn't understand why. Because we'll be paying for it. Marriott don't give a fuck. They'll say, don't worry, we'll give you $32 an hour because we're going to raise it on the people that stay at the Marriott. So I got to fucking pay for it.
For the bosses.
Because they ain't
Writers
paying
are not
for it.
alone in this. The march towards
Same with
justice
Walmart.
for
Same
workers
with
reaches
any of
beyond
these
Hollywood
corporations.
unions like the WGA,
Sure, we'll give you the
SAG,
money.
IATSE, and the Teamsters.
It's going to raise the shampoo
Our movement
cost,
joins hands
the
with the many
food
people
cost.
who joined us in the midst
Nickel
of their
here,
own
a
labor
dollar
struggles,
there.
like Unite Here, UTLA, UAW, SEIU, every union gathered here today, and those only here in spirit. We're all galvanized under the banner of fairness.
$30 an hour to
we
fucking
demand
serve
fair
food in a
compensation,
courtyard.
fair
Get the
treatment,
fuck outta
and
here.
fair working conditions. You can find the WGA platform online, but what you can find online is the strength, determination, ferocity, and passion of this guild. That you can find on the picket line. On day 123,
No way is
you will find
McDonald's
us
paying
no less
30 an
motivated
hour.
to win our fair contract.
No way.
The captains and lot coordinators at Netflix support each other in the face of an ever-evolving movement, and that solidarity exists across all lots and all writers. We demand to share in the fruits of our own labor, as should be the right of every individual. Our work is often referred to as intellectual property, legal jargon, but our work is more than that.
Yeah, it's woke
Writers
garbage.
bring stories to life that inspire
woke
their
garbage,
audience
your
to take
work.
an active role in changing the world around them. As we enter Labor Day weekend, in a nation that does not provide effectively for the needs of its people, I urge us all to support the artwork that stokes interrogation of this country and motivates us to create a better one.
No.
Stand with the writers whose individual ideas grow into our collective stories, as our labor should grow into our collective prosperity. Thank you.
I won't be standing in solidarity with you at all. You and you woke morons can go fucking live in the streets. Go get a tent. Hopefully they give you one, because I ain't going to buy you
Ladies, gentlemen of the City Council, thank you so much for having me here today.
one. I
Buenos
love
dias.
seeing you cry, you wokesters. I love licking those salty tears
I'm
off
here to
your
speak
cheek.
about the state of our industry. I'm Natalia Castellanos. I am a SAG-AFTRA member and a part of our union's TV theatrical negotiations. As an immigrant from Colombia and Venezuela, it took me 12 years to become a U.S.
You're
citizen.
from both countries?
I am
How is
proud
that?
to be an American. I thought it was the land of dreams. But during
not.
this hot labor summer, it's becoming increasingly apparent to me and my fellow union members that the land of corporate greed may well be more apt to describe it.
Yeah, your buddy there who
I
didn't
have
clap.
been an actress for over 24
He makes sure it's
years.
good. And we don't even know you.
Working on
24
many TV
years, never
shows
seen
and
you.
films both on broadcast and streaming.
Anybody seen
I
her
have
in
worked
24
with many
years?
of these AMPTP studios, which we currently find ourselves at a point of impasse. Even Amazon, on which I had the privilege to play the very first Latina woman mayor of the city of Los Angeles. This is my city. our city. And it's hurting because the AMPTP companies have been unwilling to return to the table to negotiate a fair and righteous deal. Today marks the 50th day our members of SAG-AFTRA are out on strike. That is 50 days without work that puts food on tables, keeps roofs overhead, covers the cost of education, and grants an avenue of opportunity for the kind of creative talent without which the entertainment industry, as we know it, simply does not exist.
Like it didn't in your country, Colombia. That's why you came
on
here.
Our local economy that is already starting to feel the effects of these strikes. This isn't just about our city. This is cities across the country who are feeling the impact. Cities like Atlanta, Chicago, New York, and many others that have been a production hub.
All
for
Democrat
years.
cities she named.
This is due to down production and delayed release of finished project timelines. Businesses like restaurants, dry cleaners, local coffee shops, and supermarkets are all feeling it. Delayed timelines are causing less demand in theaters across the country, which then result in less foot traffic to neighboring businesses. This is all interconnected. And they too are suffering as a result of an elite set of millionaires and billionaires who refuse to sit down and negotiate. This fight isn't just about the actors or the writers or the producers. This is about the small business owners not getting the business they need to survive.
Yo, wrap that shit up, B.
We are in solidarity together with not only our sister union, the WGA, but the many unions and workers across America demanding the fair pay and working conditions we deserve from the corporations that employ us. It may be easy and convenient to assume that this is about celebrities.
Go to another corporation.
Who get by
That's what
just
normal
fine.
people do when they don't like their
Consider
jobs. They
this.
quit. Get another one.
I have been a successful working out actor for over 2 decades. And most of you probably don't even know me.
Of course, nobody
at
does.
all.
Nobody knows you. Nobody.
And I am not unique. The fact is that the majority of our members are unknown by name by you. But that doesn't mean that they haven't worked hard to make your
The idiot in the
entertainment
Bernie shirt back
enjoyable
there.
and believable and make the studios
Fucking
millions
moron,
and billions
socialist
of
clown.
dollars. We aren't asking for the moon.
We're not asking
We
for
are
the-
asking for things like minimums that equate to a livable wage.
Come on, Meryl. Let's go.
You may not be aware, but to qualify for the SAG-AFTRA health insurance, you need to earn $26,470 annually.
That's not much. You can do
Today,
that at Jack in a Box.
Out of our 160,000 members, 86% of us do not qualify for health care. And those who do qualify today may not qualify tomorrow or even the next year, even if you've seen them in all your favorite shows. These multi-billion-dollar companies and shareholders rejoice in astronomical profits while inflation and a new distribution model has eroded the income of the rank-and-file working performer. If this isn't sign enough, compounding these inequities is the existential threat of artificial intelligence technology
Yeah.
and their desire to simply erase us. It is not a hyperbole to say that all acting jobs can effectively be eliminated, paying humans for a single day of work and replacing the remainder of their performances by computer-generated digital replicas.
Sure it is. That's how easily
This
replaced
puts
you are.
ownership of our
Just
faces,
get a robot can
our
do what
voices,
you do.
our likeness in the hands of the AMPTP, without necessary guardrails around consent and compensation. The demands of my union are drafted with a well-being of our current and future membership in mind.
But where's the
I personally
buzzer?
find it difficult to find humanity in a situation
Isn't time
where
up?
the opposing parties refuse to even sit down for a conversation. Maybe they should stop by the picket lines instead of getting on their yachts and private planes. Talk to us. Find out what we really are fighting for. We're fighting to be able to afford to keep living, to keep doing our work, to keep sharing our talents, to keep entertaining audiences
you don't have
for
talent.
generations to
if
come.
you did, we'd know you. You don't have
Survival
talent. Talent
what
is in
we
your
are
head
fighting
only.
For. We have been ready since July 12th to settle this. So let's get back to the table. Get it done. And get back to work.
Look at Stacy and the socialist.
in the
two
spirit of
socialists
Labor
having
Day.
fun.
Thank you.
Stacy needs to wash her hair. That shit looks dirty and greasy under that hat. And again, you notice who didn't clap?
Colleagues,
Everybody
we've
clapped,
heard
but the two
from
guys
a
in the suits
diversity
who
of
take the money
labor
from the bosses
leaders
that
and
they're
labor
talking
and-
about.
and workers in labor. We've heard everything from longshore workers fighting against automation to actors and writers fighting for their intellectual property. And they all come together. The diversity of Los Angeles all comes together in one city. The diversity of the labor movement comes within the one house of labor. And it is a diverse house. And I grew up in a household where we knew what the address was of the House of Labor. It was on James Wood, and it was the County Federation of Labor. And we are really, really privileged and honored in Los Angeles to have a great leader of the County Fed. And so our next speaker is that great command presence leader, Yvonne Wheeler. Yvonne.
Man, come the fuck on.
I'm following some great speakers and who are passionate and have been on the picket line for far too long. So let me start out by saying good morning, Council President, Pro Tem Harris Dawson, and distinguished members of the Los Angeles City Council. I would also like to thank Councilmember McOsker and Soto Martinez for inviting me and the rest of the labor movement, LA labor movement here today to celebrate Labor Day. Labor Day is about honoring and remembering the shoulders that we stand upon, some of who gave their very lives so we could live with the dignity that they could only dream of. It's about honoring the sacrifices that workers of the past made so that we all could have good middle-class jobs, safe working conditions, living wages, and good benefits. That's all we ask for.
You gotta axe them?
And
Was there blood everywhere when you axed
in
them?
this room are aware that we are in the midst of a generational moment that some are dubbing, and you've heard so far from almost all the speakers today, it's a hot labor summer. But when you look deeper, there is no doubt that this once-in-a-generation moment is being driven by the brave workers right here in Los Angeles, like the ones that you see that are standing with me today.
Cat, I don't know if he's in there. I've been looking,
We're
Cat.
coming
Good to see you.
together around issues of
Don't see
class
him in there.
solidarity like I have never seen before, and I have been in this movement for over 40 years.
But I haven't seen Herman or
We've seen strike lines
Mr.
here in Los
Sachs either.
Angeles, where world-class actors, writers,
World-class actors? Where's the
hotel
world-class
workers,
actor?
Amazon,
Who's a world-class
drivers,
actor in there?
janitors, nurses, Starbucks workers are standing next to one another, and they see themselves in each other's collective struggle. For the first time I can remember, workers are recognizing the dignity of one another's work and how someone else brings value to their lives. And for the first time in a while, we are seeing one another see beyond the veil of their profession and fully realize the entire person
Right, Andrew?
beyond the confines of their profession.
I thought the same
And
thing,
that's
Andrew.
quite remarkable.
Plagiarism,
One of the
Andrew.
main reasons behind this unprecedented solidarity is the fact that many workers can't afford to pay rent, buy food, or other basic necessities in their homes. And that's if they have a roof over their head they are putting food on their table. The only way these workers have a fighting chance, and is that we organize and raise the standards of workers in this country and here in Los Angeles County. We're in the midst of a housing crisis where some full-time workers are living in their cars and on the streets. And we understand that the only way to push back against this profound reality is to organize, stand together, and raise the living standards of all these industries. And what better way to commemorate this incredible class struggle by acknowledging and honoring these and standing with these brave striking workers from Los Angeles. Let's give them a round of applause.
Does she donate? Of course not. She donates her terrible reading skills to come on in and bait for you.
But let's not make one day a celebration of Labor Day. We must carry on the torch of Labor Day every single day by standing in solidarity and honoring these picket lines in front of these studios and hotels, and be willing to call out bad actors who seek to oppress their workers with poverty-level wages and keep them one paycheck away from becoming homeless. Then and only then can we have a chance of returning the world to a world where one job is enough, and to workers who make our lives better can have a chance to live a dignified life themselves. And then and only then can we truly proclaim that we're truly honoring the sacrifices made by those who came before us and upholding the sacred spirit of Labor Day. Thank you again to Council Members McCosker.
Bro, we're 40 minutes into this shit.
To Mayor Bass and the other rest of the Los Angeles City Council for recognizing the workers who make Los Angeles work. Thank you.
SAG just stands for woke morons.
Mr. President, we have certificates, but there may be speakers that want to.
You can go forward with your certificate presentations.
Except for my boy Sherm. He ain't that way. Everybody else I know. Oh, boy. Fuck clowns. It's funny. My boy Sherman ain't out here
we're
crying.
Going to be honoring,
He's still working.
In true union fashion, we'll be honoring the
talent.
locals that these people represent. I want to give the certificate of recognition to Gary Herrera and his representation of the ILWU Local 13.
There he is, the guy who keeps the votes coming. The smiley face there on the left is the reason why this fucking asshole's here, and that's why he's got that stupid smiling face. Okay? I keep you in power, you keep me in power. We
All right,
scratch
that's
each
your
other's
first
backs.
warning. The next one will be your last.
What warning?
Gentleman in the beard on the east side of the rear of the building.
What happened?
Again, on behalf of
Did
the
he
mayor,
clap too loudly
Council
for you
President,
guys? Is that what happened?
Certificate of
The
recognition.
fuck happened? Did anybody see what happened? What the
Charmaine,
fuck
who accepted
happened?
For UNAC.
Fuck did he do?
Nurses Union. Thank you.
Guy with the beard? What you doing back there? Where's the guy with the beard back there? We didn't see anybody back there. Let's see, is the Bernie moron. Stupid idiot socialist puppet. Votes for fools who can't even get the third vote. I'm bringing up the rear with Bernie. Fucking idiot.
And once again, on behalf of the mayor.
Oh, that guy with the
Council
beard.
President,
Oh,
and
that's the
entire
Persian
leadership
guy.
of the Council, certificate
Azamami.
presented
Remember him?
To the Fed. The
Come
Los
on, I'm
Angeles
Persian.
County Federation of
Azamami.
Labor, AFL-CIO to Yvonne Wheeler.
I think that was him, wasn't him? Wasn't that him yesterday? Come on. You gotta be nice to the Persian folks. Azamami or something. Remember he was saying Azamami. Look at her, dude. Look at her, dude. She's too much, bro. She's too full of herself.
Okay, I gotta.
I'm an actress.
Present.
I
first of
played
all,
the mayor.
To Jasmine, on behalf of the City of Los
That's
Angeles,
fantastic,
to
lady.
the Writers Guild of
I played a
America.
tree in Pippin. Look at his face. Look at the guy on the left. Look at Tim McCosker's fucking mug. He looks like the Hamburglar.
Next up, I want to bring
He looks
up,
like the Hamburglar with
Natalia,
one
who
fucking
presented
tooth.
this to
And he
SAG-AFTRA
smiles.
on behalf of the City of Los Angeles.
Look at him. Look at the dude in the blue suit on the left when he smiles. I'm telling you, that's the Hamburglar. That's him. That's him. That's him. He's got like one
And
big
last
tooth.
but not least, on behalf of the City of Los Angeles, I'd like to present this to Nayeli to Unite HERE Local 11.
I want to prevent you that. I mean, again, yeah, I don't know why she's wearing a safety vest if she sells food in the courtyard at Marriott. Don't know. She's a safety grilled cheese officer is all I can think. Make sure people eat their grilled cheese sandwiches safely, or their Reubens, or whatever they're serving. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Thank you. Another big round of applause for all of our labor activists, our labor leaders.
Again, people, I got tired of working for folks and not making peanuts, so what did I do? I took $500, bought a bunch of chemicals, and made my own detailing business. And started my own boss, being my own boss. These people can do the same thing. It's the great thing about this country. You can do it. It can be done. Unless you sit here and beg for it and wait all day, which you ain't going to get it.
Where it is indeed
okay,
a hot
so I went from
summer,
making
and
$300 in a
Los
week
Angeles is
to
right
making
at the
$300 in
epicenter
a
as we
day
should be. So thank
for
you all
myself.
So much.
And I was my own boss. I didn't have to get in, clock. Why are you late? I'm not late. I ain't showing up today because
we are now moving on to public comment. Please note today's meeting includes a call-in option for public comment. Public comment will be taken both in person in the council chamber and also via teleconference. Madam Clerk, would you please read out the call-in information that was provided on the agenda?
Yes, Mr. President. As indicated on the agenda, members of the public wishing to offer
guys want to call in
public
right there?
should call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466, then press pound. Press pound again when prompted.
No, they won't
for
cry and get
purchase
the
of
money.
an
They're going to
ID.
get barely anything if they get anything at all. They'll just cry.
Press star 9 to request to speak.
And then
When it
they'll
is your
stupidly
turn
vote
to
for these
speak,
same
an
people, so I
automated
have
Zoom
no,
voice will ask you to press star 6
no remorse
to
or anything
unmute.
for these people.
Again, call 669
They're doing the
254
insanity.
5252.
Same thing over and over and expecting a different
number
result.
160-535-8466, then press pound. Press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once
There it
admitted
is.
to the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. When it is your turn to speak, an automated Zoom voice will ask you to press star 6 to unmute.
To people providing
All right, I
public
pinned it
comment
to the
when
top
it's your
too.
turn to speak, either at the podium or on the phone, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak to and or whether you
Yeah, but
want
why
to
are they
provide
gone,
general public
Otis?
comment.
Why are those
You'll have 1 minute
jobs
per
gone?
item, up to 3 minutes total.
Overtaxation
For
of the
items open for public
corporation,
comment, and if
right?
you
That's
wish,
why they're
1
gone out of
minute for
California.
general public comment.
And
Speak to items
unionization.
Before beginning general public comment, we'll tell you when
Okay?
your time is up.
People can't just work to
Speaking
work.
on the
They got to
agenda
work and
items,
do
you
what the
must be on
union
topic.
says.
Our goal is to get to many.
So
get
if the
through as
union
many-
and everything decides to go take all the jobs from AC Delco, which is an American company, and take it down to Mexico and have Mexican people work for $9 a day instead of $9 or $19 an hour, yeah, that's why.
Topic, you'll
That's
forfeit
why.
the rest of your speaking
And that's
time,
why
and we'll
when
move-
you go look at your heartbeat of America, I dare you to go to Chevrolet today. Go stop by a Chevrolet. I want you to look at different models too. And I want you to see, because again, on the sticker, it'll tell you how many parts in that particular vehicle are American. I want to show you that not one of their trucks is even 50% American. It's more. There is more parts from Mexico, and again, there's nothing wrong with Mexico. There's more parts from China. Ain't nothing wrong with China. Again, these are parts from all over the place, hodgepodge together. They're not even assembled here. Okay, Toyota is more American than any Ford, Dodge, or Chevy you will ever buy. Yes, Toyota,
Between the live
Japanese
meeting and the
company,
broadcast, two things are
made
important.
here.
First, while you're waiting for your turn,
68%
to speak, keep one ear to the
American.
phone so you hear
Your
in real time when
Japanese
it's your
car.
turn to press star 6.
Fuck.
Please don't listen to the meeting only
Go
on your
look.
computer.
I
channel
called the
35
bluff.
Or other devices.
Your Jetta was built in
Second,
Mexico.
If you're listening to the meeting on other devices,
And again, there's nothing
please
wrong
turn
with the
down
country, the
volume on
people.
those
We're not
devices
talking about
immediately when it's
Mexico.
your turn to
We're
speak.
talking about
Between the time delay and
focus,
feedback
the
that
point
will
of
cause a
why
great
the
deal of
jobs were
confusion if you
moved
continue
to
listen
other,
the other devices.
countries that are close by for the cheaper labor.
All right, before we call our next caller, I want to make sure we note for the
Your
record
Camaro was
that
assembled
the
in
phone lines,
Canada.
if
Some
folks
are.
have
I mean,
called
I had
in,
a
we will take
Pontiac.
their
Some of the
calls, and if
Pontiacs
you
are built
signed
up there, too.
At the kiosk, we will provide you with the opportunity to do public comment, but we're going to close both of those.
But is Canada
portals
America?
at this time and take the people that are on the queue. So we'll go to our first set of speakers in the chamber.
Honda, Mexico.
As we
is
call
huge.
your name, please line up to speak. You do not have to speak and then.
Yeah,
order
you have
are
like
called.
SLP, Street Legal Performance, is in Canada too. So all the SSs and all that stuff back in the day, they would send the Chevys and the Pontiacs up there to have SLP, Ed Hamburger, do all the work and then bring them here to sell them. That's how it worked back in the day. I don't know how Chevrolet does it now. I'm sure that's too costly. So, guys, let's do the under or over now because I see him in line up there. Under or over 15.
I was told it doesn't matter. My name is Armando Godinho for general public comment.
You'll have 1 minute.
Thank you. I represent the Los Angeles Workers Center Network and here to recognize and acknowledge the work of council members McCosker.
Yeah, that's why they're all rusted out, those Hellcats. That's why they sit out in Canada
Black Workers Center,
in the snow.
Garment Workers Center,
Go look at a brand new
Warehouse
Hellcat
Center,
on the lot. Go underneath it and look and see if
Koreatown Immigrant Workers Alliance,
that shit isn't
Workers Center,
rusty
Restaurant
on the
Opportunity
suspension
Center,
pieces.
Betsy
Brand new.
and
No
UCLA
miles on
Labor
it.
Center. And we're here to wish you all a happy Labor Day weekend and recognize the two council members who were just here elevating these strong union representatives and workers when just an hour earlier they were outside introducing what's going to be before you all, which is legislation to improve the lives of low-wage workers. And we're here to support them and encourage you all to continue to support
because it eats
all
away.
workers
It's a living
in the
thing,
city
you
of
know?
LA. Thank you.
Under because they're probably going to rush him through. Car washing is hot out here, James, because we're a car culture out here. Lots of cars, lots of
Speaker,
people,
please tell us
warm
the name you
weather
signed
for
up
the
under
most
and which
part.
items you'd like to speak to.
Not too
Amanda
much
Lundberg,
rain.
public comment.
You'll have
So
1
you
minute.
work almost every day.
So I came here today to express my support on a ban on rodeos in the city of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
As someone who grew up attending rodeos, I know how extremely cruel and violent they are to the animals that are forced to perform in them. And, you know, obviously any time that we have the opportunity to prevent cruelty and violence in our city, we should take that opportunity. So thank you so much for letting me speak.
I want the chat room's opinion. Cruel or not cruel? C or not C? C or NC in the chat room. Are they cruel? I don't know what your opinion is. Are rodeos cruel?
Speaker, please tell us which name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to.
No.
My name's Corey Mack, and I'm
No, not
speaking
cruel.
on general comment.
You'll have
Not
1 minute.
cruel.
I'm a resident of East Hollywood, and I voted, he's not in the chamber right now, but proudly for Hugo Soto Martinez. I support his strong stance on both labor and the unhoused, but that's not what I want to talk about today. Today, I'd like to talk first about the rodeo ban, which has not been agendized yet. But first, in honor of Labor Day, I would like to read a quote from Cesar Chavez. Racism, economic deprival, dogfighting and cockfighting, bullfighting and rodeos are cut from the same fabric, violence. Only when we have become nonviolent towards all life will we have learned to live well ourselves.
It's profound. Leave the animals alone. Here we go. Here he is. Look at him. He looks
Speaker,
so
please
awesome. I
tell
want
us
my
the name
hair
you
like
signed up
that
under and
when
which
I
items
grow
you'd
up.
like to speak to.
All right. Andrew Graebner, items 19, 20, 22, and general comment.
Okay, you'll have 3 minutes and 1 minute for general public comment.
All right. So 19 is, that one's the lighting up City Hall for Stand Up to Cancer Day. Of course, you know, meanwhile, the city's not doing anything to actually stand up to cancer. Has the city done anything to actually try to, you know, develop cures or even really provide, you know, good treatment for cancer? Like, this is just complete virtue signaling. You're doing absolutely nothing to stand up to cancer. And no one's even going to know what the lighting means, the color means, probably. All right, 20 is reward money for snitches. And, you know, as always, the city's not providing any reward money. if you have any information on when the cops shoot and kill people, which happens frequently. But you'll have reward money for snitches who want to, just continue perpetuating this terrible system that we have. All right.
Mr.
Item
Herman
22
just walked in.
Is related to Workplace Readiness Week. So,
No, those were us, not
There was a lot
ums.
of people who had to leave to go to work, because a lot of people in the union workers that wanted to speak today for Labor Day, but they had to leave to go to work because of the presentations. So yeah, that's how you feel about this stuff. All right, general comment. Oh, Kevin, do they ban you from all the events involving the Federation of Labor?
It's the only one laughing.
But yeah.
Bro, how weird is this?
But yeah, they but yeah, the Federation of Labor still hasn't made all the reforms that were demanded after the audio leak. I mean, at least Ron Herrera is gone. But you didn't get to see your friend today, Kevin. But yeah.
Oh my God.
So as I know, there was a lot of union workers here today. But while you had the presentation from the former LAPPL lobbyist, police associations are not real unions. So yeah, you need to resign him.
Jesus. So
As
he
the
went
next
from
speaker
barely
comes
going
up,
over to
we'll call
9.
the
He
next
had
few
7
names.
ums like that.
Daniel
Remember, guys,
Jefferson,
he says
Denise
a lot of
Francis Woods,
and
Elvia
then
Sedano,
and then
Karen Megan,
So the
Mr.
don't
Greenspan,
count, just the
Anna
ums.
Cornfield.
So you gotta listen closely. 50 guns.
Inspired by this woman, Cindy Montanez, who you on Tuesday honored. And there was an idiot in here who kind of insulted her because he didn't know why she was being honored. But again, Cindy Montanez, I hope
The
Donna,
idiot
that
just
you're
spoke.
listening, you're watching, and that you know that you did inspire. I have to share a story with you. When she, back in 2002, we were at a park on Parthenia, and nobody was working, and everybody was trying to set everything up for the kids. And there she was leading. She was setting the tables, putting the foods, etc., with honor and dignity. Then, when everybody left, the other politicians, they had to go on their way. Who was cleaning up? Who was picking
Spiller
up
walking
the
in.
trash? Cindy Montanez, this woman who inspired. And to you assholes, this is the woman that you insulted. So make sure you know who you're talking about.
He's
And
talking
again,
to Graebner.
Cindy, God bless you, love you, and que Dios te bendiga. And Ms. Hernandez, I'm sorry you were insulted the other day. We know that, punk. We know that, punk.
He's talking about went and said, well, man, she's not even dead yet. Why are we giving her a park? That's what he said, and then
Please
she
tell us
was
the team you
honored
signed up under and
10
what
minutes
items you'd like to
later.
speak to.
So that's what he's talking
Daniel
about for the ones who don't
Jefferson, general
understand.
public comment.
You have 1 minute.
You fucking asshole.
Good morning. Thank you for the chance to provide comments.
And Spindler
today.
and Herman just walked
I'm
in.
Here on behalf of the Filipino Workers Center. We organize, educate, and
I don't
mobilize
see
Filipino
Kat's
workers all
boyfriend,
over
though.
Southern California with a focus on caregivers. Our members provide critical services to LA seniors that help them age with dignity in their own communities, and they're really a critical part of the Los Angeles healthcare system. Despite the strong labor laws, we really would like to see better enforcement. Our workers will work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and not even get minimum wage. We really support the recent motions from Councilman Soto Martinez and Councilman McCosker, and we look forward to working with the city on improving those standards. Thank you.
You guys want to see what looks
Could
like?
you please remind us which name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to?
Good morning. I signed under
That's
Denise Francis Woods, and I'd like to speak on item number 1, 19, and 20 in general comment, please.
You'll have 3 minutes and 1 minute for general public comment.
Okay. Item number 1, I already know that Mr. Price, Councilman Price excused himself, which was what I was going to request when I got here. However, item number 1 is a motion by HUD for
That's it, bro.
new affordable housing, qualified housing, at asking for $45 million. I just want to go in and say this. Developers, you know, this council, with all our black representation, have had a problem with doing fair business in our community with these developers. This is another ask to build more units for and get in bed with these developers. This kind of type of corruption has got to stop here at LA City Council. Now, I won't put the corruption on Mrs. Hutt, because she just got here, but all of her associates, all of these black representatives that we have kept in office have certainly disappointed the black community in the way they embarrass us on a consistent basis, and the way they conduct themselves when it comes to money and development in our districts. I'll move on to item number 20. I'm going to skip
we're missing
over
is Mr. Harlan, please.
19 and just add this last thing to item number 1. The city of Los Angeles just received from the state of California $157 million for
That's him, Golf.
more affordable housing, which is supposed to encumber 485 units altogether. 2 of those, 99.2 million of it was already earmarked to certain districts 14, 9, and 10. So if you got 157 there and she's asking for another 45 million, I just thought I'd put that out there. But again, our councilman who represents my district, District 8, why aren't we on this list to have some money earmarked for District 8, which, as usual, what we get all the time, as I move into item 20, what we get all the time, because we have so many homicides, what we get to do is you vote on motions for rewards. Now, this young man, Quincy Reese Jr., not a problem with his family. My son went to school with his father, so condolences to the family. But we got to do better than just put $50,000 up there every time a child is killed in South LA. You have these grid people. You have the ability to put some of these kids to work. The Sanitation Department of Los Angeles City has 900 openings as we speak today with the funding to pay these folks. The street services has 300 jobs that can be filled right now. Marquise Harris Dawson, why don't you use your grid advocates and some of these nonprofits that you go slide money to and put them on these type of things so that they can get some of these kids some jobs, and maybe some of this damn violence will stop in South LA. I rest my case.
You want the violence to stop? When you see something, lady, say something. 47 of you outside, everybody saw everything, but nobody saw nothing when the cops come. So then the reward has to come out to bribe you to come forward. So yeah, if you'd have some spine and some backbone like you do against the cops, against the motherfuckers living in your community, maybe you wouldn't have no more violence in your community.
I support the rodeo ban, and I'll tell you why. I want to say that there is absolutely no doubt that rodeos and charreadas are blatantly cruel to innocent animals. Rodeos are the definition of cruel behavior. Cruelty is behavior that deliberately causes pain or distress to people or animals. Rodeos and charreadas show absolute intentional abuse, distress, inhumane, and unethical mistreatment of animals.
Love 'em.
These animals are roped and yanked by the neck and slammed to the ground by a human. These animals are chased around the arena, running in fear for their lives. And there's plenty of videos to support the abuse. Animals crashing headfirst to metal bars. Marco Antonio Regil, a Latino TV host, spoke on rodeos being cruel. Okay.
As the next speaker comes up, we'll call the next few names. Heather
mad.
Wilson.
No
Herman,
more horse talk.
Ian Jameson, Jason Major.
Goddamn rodeos.
Jesse D, Kelly Clift.
Speaker, please tell us which name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to.
Hannah Cornfield, general public comment.
You'll have 1 minute.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Hannah Cornfield. I'm a researcher at Koreatown Immigrant Workers Alliance, KIWA, and we're a member of the LA Worker Center Network. Since 1992, KIWA's been organizing with restaurant and retail workers to improve working conditions in the restaurant and retail industries, and we talk with low-wage workers every day who face wage theft in the forms of working overtime with no pay, with being robbed of meal and rest breaks, with not getting paid at all, making below minimum wage. So wage theft is obviously a pervasive problem, and it exacerbates the LA's housing crisis as well.
John.
And the dominance of wage theft, we know that it's the wage theft capital of the country, LA, totally outweighs proper enforcement against wage theft in the city. And the LA City Council just horrifically approved an increase of about $1 billion in raises and bonuses for police officers. And yet, wage theft and housing precarity, for that matter, are not taken seriously at all. And so prioritizing enforcement against wage theft and labor violations
I'm sorry, Speaker, your time is up.
necessary.
I even gave her extra 10 seconds. Just to, for the ones who don't know, the reason they're talking about rodeos is because, again, they ban everything here, plastic bags, plastic straws, everything. And they want to ban rodeos, too, because they're cruel.
Speaker, please tell us which name you signed up under and which items you'd like to
just the
speak
next
to.
thing they want to ban on the list.
Actually,
No
a
more
really good
rodeos.
question, because the name I signed up is called Mistress Megan, Goddess Karen. However, there's an animal called me Megan Karen
You'll have 1
only.
minute.
So that is a problem. Thank you for asking that question to clarify my name. So the item I'm going to talk about is 20, 21, and the general comment.
Okay,
So
you'll have 2 minutes and 1 minute for general public comment.
Start with 20. Start with 20 to an offer to reward the information leading to the identification, apprehension, conviction of the person, to the death of that person. This is very similar to the item I talked about the previous several previous weeks. Right now, we get to a point that LAPD is so short staff that there's not enough officer, not enough detective to solve those murder. So right now, the city of LA is getting to the point that you guys have to offer $50,000 or $100,000 and then ask the public to help you to solve the murder. So that's exactly what we talked about several weeks ago. There's not enough detective. You need a minimum of 15 years of good experience to become a good detective to find those murders. But obviously, LAPD have so little. And then the crime, the robbery, the murder, the whatever rapist, whatever the crime in LA is second highest in the entire nation. So the Soto Martinez called this a labor town or something. I call that LA is a crime heaven. Everybody commits crime in LA because there's no punishment. Everybody commit crime in LA because they know they don't have enough police officers to catch them. So that's exactly what you got, Motion 20. I support Motion 20. It is a temporary fix for this. However, the long-term fix is we need thousands of more officers, thousands of more detectives, thousands of more law enforcement on the street, so all those criminals see those officers, they cannot even have the butts and guts to commit a crime in the first place. That is what we call it crime prevention. That's what we call it in the future. There's no more murder, death, or something. At least we can decrease that.
He's right, though.
For the general comments,
I'd rather give the money to the cops than the homeless.
The Soto Martinez, I saw on the news there's a really disgusting news that he called LAPD because he has a white Lexus car, and then he called LAPD and then asking the LAPD officer to protect, watch for his white Lexus vehicle. This is KTLA and this is CBS LA. At the same time, in the council meeting, and then I saw the Soto Martinez combined with that council member right there looking at the cell phone are talking about abolish LAPD, talking about defund the LAPD, talking about LAPD getting so much money. And then at the same time, they are the one who calling the LAPD just because they have a white Lexus vehicle. For other law-abiding citizens, when we call LAPD, we need someone to save our life. We need someone to make sure we are not getting attacked. And then the Soto Martinez defund the LAPD, and then he's calling LAPD just to protect his stupid white Lexus vehicle. Disgusting.
I like it. I like it, sir. I like it, sir. I like it. It's more American than any of those people on that fucking horseshoe.
Please tell us the name you signed
I like
up under
him.
and which items you'd like to speak
Come
to.
on the show anytime,
General
sir.
comment. You'll have 1 minute.
You are welcome
I live
on
in
Smoking
District 1.
Scan.
First of all, I want to thank Councilmember Blumenfield for having the courage to stand up to bullies. Last month, a bucking bull was killed at the Orange County Fair. This poor animal broke his hind leg as he came flying out of the chute. It's on video. His hind leg is snapped and dangling while there are men on horseback trying to lasso him around the neck and force him out of the arena.
Look at Mr. Herman.
You have all been sent a copy of this video, and I would encourage you to please watch it. Last Chance for Animals has been very involved in this. There are many other animal organizations that are supporting this ordinance, including Los Angeles Animal Services. And right now, it is alarming to consider that there are no laws in Los Angeles to prevent this from happening right here. I'm begging you to please support Councilmember Blumenfield's proposed rodeo ordinance. Thank you.
See, there you go. Blumenfield's trying to, again, outlaw rodeos in the city of Los Angeles. So they'd have to go outside in another county, Orange County, somewhere else, you know, San Bernardino, Riverside County, and do it there, which, again, a lot smaller places. People want to come here. It's the Mecca.
My name is Kirsten Cluster, and I'm giving general public comment.
Or like take it to Vegas, like Vegas.
Good morning.
Always
My name
does.
is Kirsten, and I am a resident of Council District 5. I'm here today to support a ban on rodeos in Los Angeles.
I don't have any.
Rodeos are promoted as fun for the whole family. Rodeo activities actually cause immense suffering, pain, injury, and death for the animals forced to participate. As a teacher for the Los Angeles Unified School District, a member of UTLA, and a mother, I call upon you to stop this practice of exposing children to violence disguised as entertainment. We cannot continue to teach our children that it is acceptable to inflict pain and suffering on anyone, much less someone different from us in some way. In the current climate of harassment,
Ram Ranch is
and
okay.
school shootings, we must model respect and compassion for all beings who share this planet. You have the opportunity to be an example of peaceful coexistence. Please support this ban on rodeos in Los Angeles. Thank you for your time.
So the rodeos will have to go, but see, oh, look at Johnny G in the pink fucking pants. Yeah, but Ram Ranch will be just fine because that's some of her friends for sure. Ram Ranch will be just fine. Don't worry about Ram Ranch.
And which items you'd like to speak to?
Jason Major and item 2 and item 20.
Okay, you'll have 2 minutes. Oh, item 2 is not available for public comment. You can speak to it in your general public comment.
Okay, general public comment and item 20. I think increasing rewards and issuing rewards is not a way to stop crime, especially when those rewards usually are not paid out. As someone who has reported crime to Los Angeles police on numerous times and ended up unhoused as a result of being a victim of a violent crime myself, due to the fact that the officers did not protect my identity or anything else like that. The victim services in Los Angeles are basically useless as far as I'm concerned. And I found out that I'm not the only person this has happened to. I think LAPD needs to have more community outreach. That would actually solve these homicides faster and offering money that people usually will never live to collect. Where I live in South LA, I personally witnessed in the last 15 years about 8 homicides that happened in broad daylight. When I say witnessed, I watched people get into gun battles in the middle of the street. LAPD has done nothing to solve any of those crimes. So all I have to say is if giving rewards for certain homicides and not all of them, it's not going to stop that problem. It's not going to make people come forward. That's it.
I told you it's going to stop the violence when the community has enough.
That's it.
The community had enough. A community ain't had enough. Let's just be honest with it. When the community's had enough, go to places like Beverly Hills. They've had enough.
Please let us know what name
they don't
you
let
signed
that
up
shit
under,
happen.
which items you'd like to
It's the reason it doesn't happen
Jameson,
there.
general public comment.
People care about life.
Thanks.
And they care about crime.
Section 360 BBB3.
Y'all don't care about life. Y'all don't care about crime for the most part.
Medical products.
That's
None
not
of the
everybody
COVID
there.
masks have FDA approval.
High
They are
majority.
EUA medical products. A study published in Curious, the Journal for Medical Science, on April 19th, 2022, analyzed data from 35 European countries and found that there was no correlation between masking and COVID infection rates, but a very strong positive correlation between masking and COVID death rates. And a study published in The Lancet on May 25th, 2022, analyzed data from 1,832 U.S. counties and found that there was no correlation between school district imposition of mask mandates and COVID infection rates. We're not complying with any future pseudoscientific mask mandates. Good luck.
Hey, you got that right. You can throw that Bernie shirt away. Oh, here comes the guy that was about to get thrown out already. Baba John. Bobo John. Look at him already stretching. Bobo John. Look at him. He's already laughing.
Speaker, please
Got
let
a
us
big
know which
smile.
name you signed up under and which items you'd
Bobo
like to
John?
speak to.
Jeffy D, I signed up for general public comment.
You'll
In the event that you want to give me 2 minutes, I'd rather just take one today. So,
You'll have
but
1
I'd like
minute
the
for
full
general
one.
public comment.
I'd like the full one. You were kind of talking low. Can you reset the? It's like 53. I thought.
You're not getting.
Nothing. I feel like
can begin your
you
comment.
guys forget yourself. You forget yourself. You were talking. You're supposed to reset it according to Brown. Just give me 59 or 60 seconds. Thank you. Okay. So Wednesday was interesting for me personally. I have obviously a different interpretation of what's going on here and how the law works. So subject to thinking about everything that went on and my own feeling that I represent the interest of the city of Los Angeles and all the things that means, as well as anyone here, I've decided that the city of Los Angeles, or let's just say myself in a personal capacity,
Switch the camera.
would like to point out that I would now move to disincorporate Morehouse College. I feel I can't speak to Marquise directly because there's nothing there. It's an empty chair. So I'll just go after Morehouse, and we'll see whether Morehouse lasts longer than me. We'll see who lasts longer. I think I might outlast Morehouse. So that's all I have to say. Have a nice day. Oh, and the lawyer, too. I'll remember you, Mrs. City Attorney. I didn't forget about you.
As the next speaker comes up, we'll call the next few names.
Crazy
Marissa
ass
Nuncio.
fool. I don't
Matt
see your
Epstein,
boyfriend, Kat.
Mohimi Woods.
He ain't in
Goat
there right
Puppet. Mr. Hunt.
Goat-
Shahryar Khosgi.
Goat Puppet.
Stacy Segarra Bollinger.
Oh, we get Johnny G,
Speaker, please let
Goat
us know what name
Puppet,
you signed up under and which
and
items you'd like to
Stacy
speak to.
coming up.
Marissa Nuncio for general comment.
You'll have 1 minute.
Look at Johnny G's pants.
Good morning. My name is Marissa Nuncio. I'm executive director of the Garment Worker Center. I'm joined by some of our members
Look at those
today.
pink pants.
We're here in favor of the motions introduced by Council Members Super Martinez and McCosker and City Attorney Felsin Soto that would expand worker protections in
wearing
LA.
pink pants.
LA is home to over 35,000 garment workers, a majority of
Wearing
whom
PJs?
experience egregious levels of wage theft.
Barbie
When a
PJs?
worker's livelihood is stolen from them, the consequence is food and housing insecurity. Over 80% of the workers who access our severely underfunded emergency relief
Oh, wait,
funds
that's
come
not
to
Johnny
us
G.
for
That's the
rental
crazy girl. My bad.
While garment
That's
workers
Obama
have
rape
recently
lady.
made great strides to expand state-level protections, there are needed improvements at the local level. We support unitary enforcement to ease access for workers seeking remedies for labor violations, strategic enforcement methods to partner with local
She's
CBOs,
cuckoo.
a workplace justice fund, and workforce development programs to create a pipeline to community outreach and labor investigation jobs. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she's gonna. Let me guess. She's raped by the LAPD and Obama, and she didn't ask to be raped by either.
Exactly.
Go.
Speaker, please let us know what name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to.
Kelly Cliff. I'm a Christian minister and general public.
You'll have 1 minute.
She's a minister.
Last Friday I was here and Marquise Dawson and Heather Hunt were very rude to me. Now, I'm the lady that was raped in her sleep by Los Angeles police officers, and they allowed ongoing crimes, passing me around from politician to politician, people in the neighborhood, etc., because they found out that I was a virgin. Now, what's wrong with being a virgin and a Christian woman?
We go family style on her.
Morality. Murder is immoral. Rape is immoral. Embezzlement, racketeering is immoral. Fremont, California, stalking me to Fremont, California for a business trip. Marquise Dawson Harris, immoral. I did not invite you. Immorality. Embezzlement of my settlement money in which I've never received. Problems are not going to be solved by ignoring me. Heather Hunt, you are new to the city council. Did they tell you that Los Angeles police officers rape in the sleep?
Hey, that's the best time to be raping, girl. That's when I do it, when y'all asleep, so that way y'all don't know.
Speaker, please let us know what name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to.
Better when you're awake, because when you're awake, you move too much.
And I am submitting a public comment.
You'll have 1 minute.
Hi,
I'm here to support the council member McCosker and Soto Martinez's motion. We don't want Los Angeles to be a city that criminalizes poverty. It is vital that we do everything in our power to protect workers, and we can start by fighting wage theft. It is impossible to look at our homelessness issues and not connect it to the fact that we are the capital of wage theft. Wage theft leads to poverty and contributes to the housing crisis. Los Angeles workers deserve better. The labor they contribute to our city is what makes LA a center for food, drink, fashion, and entertainment. Thank you.
Yeah, it's wild, huh?
Speaker, please let us know what name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to.
Carmen Gutierrez, and it'll be a general comment.
You'll have 1 minute.
Hello, my name is Carmen Gutierrez. I am an organizer with the Clean Car Wash Worker Center.
Car wash?
On behalf of Clean and the carwacheros and carwacheras in the city of Los Angeles, we support the motions presented by council members Hugo Soto Martinez, Tim McOsker, and City Attorney Fieldstein Soto. Car wash workers are amongst the most exploited workers in Los Angeles County. The effects of wage theft go far beyond a smaller paycheck. It affects the quality of life the workers and their loved ones have. It affects workers' morale, mental and physical health, and their ability to sustain their families with housing and meals. Workers shouldn't have to choose between paying rent or feeding their families. We need to provide workers with unitary enforcement so that there is no wrong door.
Working at the car wash. All right, here comes our song of the day. 12-time Grammy Award winner, Stacey Seguera Bollinger.
Please let us know the name you signed up under and which items you'd like to speak to.
Stacey Seguera Bollinger, items 1, 19, 22, and general public
I love how
comment,
she has
please.
to have the
Okay,
Seguera. I
you'll
wonder
have
if
3
it's like
minutes for
Seguera Bollinger is a hyphen.
Thank you.
Is it
Item
hyphenated?
1, motion from
Seguera
HUT
Bollinger?
MV regarding acquisition, construction, improvement, and equipping of an 84-unit qualified residential rental project. We do need affordable housing desperately. My only issue here is that while we're building things that obviously takes a lot of time, the city should also be acquiring existing housing units to make affordable. There's a lot of discussion when it comes to low-income housing, no-income housing. Why don't we create mixed-income housing? This comes up at Plum meetings a lot, and we can create mixed-income housing right now by moving people who are unhoused into existing units. Councilmember Rahman's office has pointed out to me, well, that might be price prohibitive at some point. And I just don't understand how we can build something new for less money than we can acquire something that exists already. That just makes 0 sense to me. Item 19 is a virtue signal to light up City Hall for Stand Up to Cancer Day. So we had some worker organizers up here before. A big concern of theirs was health care. Lighting up City Hall isn't going to help them get health care. If one of them gets cancer, spending $400 on lights at City Hall doesn't help them get treatment. This is a virtue signal. It's a joke. It's a waste of money to light up City Hall to say, look, we're standing up to cancer. By doing what?
It's true.
Our healthcare workers are underpaid. People don't have the healthcare they need to get the screenings that would help them prevent cancer or help them detect it early. They don't have the kind of money that allows them to eat good food and make sure that their
Healthcare workers
shampoo
make good
and
money,
sunscreen that
Stacey.
they're using every day isn't giving them cancer. We have pollution in the air. The tires are constantly releasing debris into the air that we're breathing. So it's a joke that you want to spend $400 on some lights to act like you're doing something about cancer when everything else you do says you don't give a shit.
Wait,
Item
the tires
22,
are putting debris into the air?
Oh, this work bill. This is basically encouraging our public school system to learn workers' history, which I really support. I was happy to see this motion on the agenda today. I wore my Happy Camper shirt because that is really cool. I had a meeting with Nithya Raman a while back, and I asked her if she knew what the Ludlow Massacre was. We were talking about people trusting their government. She had never heard of the Ludlow Massacre. That's when the National Guard opened fired on coal miners who were striking. So I think it is important for our posterity to learn this history so that they know what they're up against.
I don't know, Terry. All the nurses and doctors that I know.
Marquise, it was really rude of you to have a photo op earlier while people were speaking. They were actually directing comments to you. So maybe next time, do your photo op outside of public comment. We would appreciate that.
Maybe people below them.
I have said
Clerical
that
workers.
Kevin should resign immediately from the day the recording of his racist conversation was released. His continued presence is causing severe and ongoing harm. His lack of concern for this fact is evidence that he is unqualified to lead. Nithya Raman, you said these things. You promised to break quorum, but you lied. It's way past time. Kevin De Leon resign. Oh, you liked that one, Marquise. Cool.
Fuck me, baby, one more time. Good old Brittany. I knew what that one was. That one was a good one today. She killed it today. 12-time Grammy Award winner.
Coming, boy. Here I am,
Speaker,
boy.
please let us know which items you'd like to speak to.
Madam Girl or Woman.
Viewer
I wanna
discretion is
speak on
advised.
all
Viewer.
items and non-agenda public comment, please.
Okay,
How
that's
much is
items
my
1
time?
and items 17 through 22.
Well, just the other day I heard on item 17, Ulysses on North Broadway plans to provide us housing located at 600 North Broadway. Well, I want to see it happen, not now, not later, but sooner, nigger.
Oh.
And then on item 19, Ramen Noodle, who walked out on me, maybe because she's afraid of what I have to say about illumination. That illumination is to stand up to Cancer Day so that I don't have to get my colon checked for cancer. Nor do you have to touch my boobies to make sure I don't have a lymph node bigger than a softball, Baldy. Talking, boy. I got your goddamn attention about cancer, huh, boy? Good, boy. Talking, boy. And then I go to 20 regarding infamous, John Walsh would say, Hollywood.org. Snitches get stitches, bitches. And the reason behind the snitches, behind the rats, like you heard just recently in the news regarding LAPD taking people's money on an operation under the color of law to take people's monies when you're giving a ticket like you did to Mr. Spindler, falsifying a ticket scam, assholes. So who wants to snitch on the pigs? Oink, oink, Dawson. Who wants to snitch? Because this goddamn Quincy Reese Jr. did not deserve to be injured or harmed. So do something, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And then the last item on this fucking lately agenda before my holiday on Monday is, look at here, program partial reimbursement for Medi-Cal transport services. Well, you know what? I got Medi-Cal, asshole. Mr. Attorney. Mr. Attorney, you're disrupting the attorney for hearing this point. I got Medi-Cal. Fuck Medi-Cal. Fuck Sacramento. But don't forget, I love you, Mommy. And I would never be a nipple dick unless some asshole told me about fucking mommy MLF. So now into my public comment, Mr. Attorney. I got one for Kevin DeLeon, the attorney's office, the clerk's office, and all 15 members for the record. For the record, I want to know why Curran Price recused himself earlier. Why? Because of a conflict of interest? Why isn't Kevin DeLeon on a committee and a commission? And as I told the public, fuck UCLA, vote for Kevin. Vote for Kevin, because UCLA can't see what I see. That we got spoiled children in this fucking state and this fucking country that is run by housing, run by immigrants, and run by fucking fascist, racist bitches, cunts, assholes, pickle dick, get out of the way, and other people that interrupt us during our public comment.
Pickle dick.
42 U.S.C. 1983. Fuck Peter Thomas, former attorney.
That's your time.
That's your time, pickle
That's
dick.
your time. We go to our next
Get out of the
speaker.
way, pickle dick.
That's your time.
I called him pickle dick. Get out of the way, pickle dick. Oh boy, here we go. Fist up. Fist up, everybody. Put your fist up.
Hey, what's good? Can I get everybody's attention, at least the city attorneys?
Which items would you like to speak to?
Fist
Can
up.
Can I know which ones are open for
Pickle
public
dick.
comment, please?
Not pickle
Item
Rick, but
1
pickle
and
dick.
Items 17 through 22.
All right, I signed up as
Kat,
Matt
thank you
Epstein.
so much
If
for
my
that
nemesis,
huge
you know who he
donation,
is.
Kat. Thank you. I appreciate
all
you,
available
Kat. Much
items,
love.
please, and public comment.
Okay, you'll have
I
3
love the
minutes
note too,
and
Kat.
1 minute
Cool.
to
So
comment.
item number 1 is developer bullshit. We have over 100,000 vacant units, homes, vacation rentals, and we have less than 80,000 homeless people in the city of Los Angeles. So that's easy math. So we don't need to keep building shit because we all walk around our city and we see the empty homes, we see the empty businesses and office buildings all around us. So we know there's plenty of space to put people in if it's all about just getting them from outside.
Yeah, there's a hot
so
mic
that's
going.
Nonsense. Give me a second. It's the longest agenda to go through. Item number 19, lighten up City Hall, another virtue signal. This is brought forth by Nithya. She's not even present in the room. I don't know where she is. She could be on cloud 9. I want to know just how often, not how often, I'm sorry. I want to know the sum total of virtue signals lighting up City Hall, $400 a piece. I want to know year to date from 2020, since the pandemic to now, how much money have we spent lighting up City Hall when we could have just given that and kept somebody off the street and paid their rent? You know, a lot of us, if we had $400, you actually might stay off the street. But instead, you piss that money into the wind and light up City Hall. A lot of us can't even afford to go back down to City Hall once we come down here to look at the fucking lights.
Yes, Mozart.
Item number, I think, 20 is a reward. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of cops. That's not a secret. However, I think it's interesting how we put together all these rewards for people to rat out other poor people, but there's no rewards for, hey, is your employer stealing money from the tips? Oh, did they didn't pay you on time? I worked for restaurants for a long time. I didn't get paid on time. 2 separate establishments back to back. And one of them is in a class action lawsuit right now. Lisa Vanderpump, millionaire, couldn't afford to pay us on time when I opened up her kitchen, Tom Tom, at that restaurant in West Hollywood. That's still a minute left on my items, right? All right. So that's ridiculous. I know somebody that worked for John and Vinny. Their restaurant Animal was shutting down. Good riddance. Because they were stealing tips from people at Petit Soir. That's on Woodman and Ventura Boulevard, I think. There was no reward. There was no 50 grand, 5 grand, $500. There wasn't $5 to get somebody to say, hey, is your employer taking money from the people in the front and the back and putting them against each other and creating even worse homelessness crisis? Oh, all right, cool. We're not going to look into that. We're going to just wander around acting like we never heard of wage theft. It's the wage theft capital of the country, probably the world. We don't have that information. And so if y'all can get more serious about that instead of putting together little motions about catalytic converters and shit, acting like that's the biggest genocide since the Holocaust, fuck off. Those are cars. Relax. We got people losing money at their fucking jobs, and if they don't get it at their job, they don't come and get it out of your pocket. General public comment Cutting the queue arbitrarily when the room is mostly empty. Harris Dawson, that's a weak-ass move. Hugo Soto Martinez never asked to vote on extra time for speakers when they're often Latin, even when they ask, demand, and beg. So he's not a friend of the labor movement. Harris Dawson gave away public land to the Marriott Hotel, and now the Marriott workers are begging for money. He's not a friend of labor. Nithya Raman honored Warner Brothers and gave them a day of the city. And here are the writers from Warner Brothers asking for money. She's not a friend of labor. What else we got here? Stop using them for photo ops. WGA and SAG, when y'all win your strike and your negotiations, do us all a favor and stop taking a part in productions that push pro-capitalist bullshit. May 1st is the real International Labor Day because of an event that happened in America, and Americans don't even know about it. September 1st is the bullshit Labor Day. May 1st is the real May Day when they killed a bunch of workers fighting for our rights here. And y'all don't do anything to recognize the real Labor Day because y'all not real allies of fucking labor. Where's McCosker, LAPPL simp?
Speaker, your time is up.
LOPPL simp. Straight called him a simp.
That's your time. That's your time. Please
He's talking about the
come on.
He's talking about the Hamburglar, by the way.
You've been warned already. You want to go home? All right. That person is excused from the meeting pursuant to Rule 7 and Rule 12.
Trying to get tough. That's why you got socked in your eye, and that's why you got that cut, that scar.
You're done.
Somebody already blasted you in your eye. I can see you don't listen. Blat! Robble.
Please start the time for the next speaker.
Yeah, Stacy Cigar Bollinger's.
Please leave the auditorium quietly.
Here we go.
Thank you.
I know, we want you to help us. He jumped over the fence to avoid.
Speaker, which items would you like to speak to?
Yeah, we'll wait till that gentleman leaves there. That's what Kevin told me to do, so I'm just doing
Please start the
what he
time.
did. Yes, sir. Can I have all items, nigga, in general public comment, nigga? Thank you, nigga, for resetting my clock. So as you see, we have this very important legal document involving the three cocksuckers. Now, we'd like to thank Eunice Hernandez. That's right. Let's give her a hand. Very good. You know what Eunice Hernandez, do you know what she did on number 17? She got $725,000 from this motherfucker at 600 North Broadway. So she collected money, and I think, Kevin, you should make an amendment to put all that money in the CD1 trust fund. You should put all that money, that $725,000, and give it to Eunice for the CD1 office holder account. And I believe I hear a second from Price. Let's give it a hand that we can do that. Right.
Okay, Mr.
Because
Herman.
before Gilbert Tiberius Cedillo said, "You gonna pay that?" he said, "No, motherfucker." And then the election happened, and now you got this problem. Now snitches get stitches over there on this motherfucking crime item, number 20. But that's not the worst part, Marchese. No, you gotta feed your friends at the All Weekly and the Los Angeles Sentinel and the LA Watts Times get paid city tax dollars to publish this fake reward, in addition to the Los Angeles Times and the LA Daily News. So there we go. Marchese, known as Weezer 2.0 to the FBI, I hear, is laundering money under a guise of a reward. In fact, let's give him a hand. I like crime. That's the bucket.
I like crime.
Right. That's right. We taught him everything he knows. That's right. And then we get more shit here. And what are we doing? Cancer Week? Everybody's got cancer because everybody's eating the wrong shit. Everybody's shitting not properly. And everybody's breathing all this bad air. How can you not get cancer? Even in this fucking filthy city. Sewers and rats shitting all over the place and cockroaches in every apartment downtown. How can you not get cancer? That's why all these rich white motherfuckers live by the beach in Malibu. And that's why the water washes up, and then all the cocaine packets go into the water, and the porpoises eat it, causing them. That's why fish swim so fast. Did you know that, Marquise? That's why dolphins, because they're absorbing all that cocaine from all that storm water runoff from all the drug dealers downtown. Yes. And because Eunices has been so good, we're going to give her these cherry snack pies as a reward. Yes, sir. And now for my public comment. Now we going to wish
Cocaine
ourselves a happy Labor Day. Thank you to the city council for driving all the jobs away. Thank you for raising all the taxes on the businesses so we have such a high unemployment rate. Thank you for looting and robbing $2.72 billion motherfucking dollars to build 400 units of housing. We thank you for laundering all the money to all the construction unions, contracts, pimps, felons, consultants, personal services contracts for the last 6 years involving $6.72 billion of money. But I have good news. I found Kevin $10 million in CD14 funding at the Board of Public Works, and I'm going to give Kevin this document. He's got $10 million of money that they stole from him, but now we're going to give it back. Yay! Good job.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Oh, he's fucking great.
Next speaker, I believe we are prepared for Colin.
No way. Where's Mr. Sachs? Come on, Mr. Sachs is there.
Speaker,
That's
which
bullshit.
item would you like to speak on?
Where the fuck is Mr. Sachs? That's bullshit. He was there. He signed up. I saw him.
Rob Kwan, I'd like to speak on item 1 and general public comment.
Fucked up.
You'll have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general public comment.
So item 1, it's just lovely to see that finally Curran Price can almost properly recuse himself.
Come on, turn him up.
All it took was a multi-count indictment. That's it. Also noteworthy that the Ethics Commission can't take up their
fucking sound man.
To strengthen
Mr. Sachs, that's your first warning. Please don't disrupt the meeting again.
Because he didn't get to speak, motherfucker.
We do need council leadership to make their appointments. They have yet to make their own appointments to the Ethics Commission. And interestingly, I wonder if that 30-day window is relevant as far as their authority to make that appointment potentially expiring. For my general public,
it's this asshole's fault right here.
Shout out to Council Member Lee.
It's his fault.
Sorry to make assumptions, but I assume you were going to be voting against Isaac Bryan's bill to allow those serving time in prison to vote.
Thank you, Speaker. Your time has expired.
Again, if he's a sound person. When you hear the hot mic, you turn it down right away. He didn't. He kept it going. When you hear somebody so low like that, you click them up. But they don't care about hearing these people. That's why he doesn't care about turning it up.
Speaker with the last 4 digits, 7255. Please press *6 to unmute yourself.
You can go anytime you want, Panda.
Speaker, which items would you like to speak on?
Yeah, 1, 20, and general public comment.
You'll have 2 minutes and 1 minute for general public comment.
Well, we go into a situation here. Sorry, let me mute this TV.
Let me mute the TV.
It's ironic here that we're talking about Labor Day, and the lobbyists, Lee and Monica Rodriguez, keep feeding the money that the city needs to keep running to LAPD. As much money as they get, we go into a situation where it's right bluntly in everyone's face. Those two people are lobbyists for their future goals or reappointments. They keep giving money to LAPD, and they still, as the rest of the city, keep afloat on a budget, and they still have not reinstated or appointed people in general work. The labor movement, there was no talk about that. Again, I said it before. City Council and LAPD are the only people that keep getting their annual or cost of living increases, where you still ask the rest of the city to keep afloat on a budget that is understaffed. That's not the way this way is supposed to be. You're supposed to represent the people. You're not supposed to be a lobbyist for LAPD. You're supposed to represent the people. No. It all depends on who tells the story. Look at the numbers, look at the facts. Those things are there. We're on Labor Day here. You still understaffed every department and asked it.
Thank you, Speaker. Your time is
This
expired.
asshole right here,
Next
he
speaker.
probably has a hearing aid in.
Which
this
items
old
would you like
fuck.
to speak on?
He's the sound guy. He's young too. He's got only one head on. He's only got one
Hello?
ear on his.
Which items would you like to speak
headphone.
on?
Is 19 available to speak on?
So again, I'm always at
Sorry, can
10,
you repeat
guys.
that?
You know that. It's them.
Is
It's on
number
their
19
side.
available to speak on?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You'll have 1 minute.
Speak on 19 and general public comment.
And some have better
You can go ahead.
phones, better connections.
How many minutes do I have?
One.
You have 1 minute for each.
Oh,
Okay, thank you. Actually, good afternoon, Council. You guys talked about item 19, recognition to stand up to Cancer Day. How about stand up to Corruption Day? Because congratulations to the most corrupt city council in the city of Los Angeles. Because you guys are so corrupt. And $400, really? Why don't you give that money to the homeless? You can help the homeless instead of spending $400 to light up City Hall. Okay, let's go to general public comment next. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Please continue.
Okay, I'd like to go to general public comment.
Go, idiot.
Council,
Go.
when
up,
are
Paul?
you guys going to step up and introduce a motion to introduce an item to vote to suspend corrupt current price from the council? He's an indictee. An indictee should not be serving in the city council pending his criminal case. And you guys are doing things that are very unethical. And you guys did an ethical thing by voting to suspend former council member Mark Ridley Thomas from the council pending his criminal case. Why does current price deserve to...
Thank you, Speaker. Your time has expired.
I'm hitting the PK,
Next
Ryan.
Speaker, which item would you like to speak on?
I only have the flow and the PK. I smoked all the P-Rex.
Speaker with the number ending in 2988, please press *6 to unmute yourself.
Lemon haze, black cherry. I remember black cherry soda. I used to love that as a
Speaker
kid.
with the last two digits,
We used to get, remember
2988.
Iris?
Please press *6 to unmute yourself.
Iris,
This is
the
your last
company Iris.
notice.
It's like cheap soda. We'd always have that at the house. Iris black cherry. It was good, dude. I liked it.
Speaker is not unmuting.
What's up, Jake?
Next
Will you-
speaker, please list which items you would like to speak on.
Because they're on the phone.
Good afternoon. This is Brock Landers, private investigator. I've been left on hold twice this week. Marquise, I hope you're not ducking me. 19 through 22 in general public comment.
You'll have 3 minutes and 1 minute for general public comment.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope you're having a good day. 19. I'm confused. It could be my fault that I'm confused. I did stop by Smoke and Scan for a couple of rounds before I came here. I'm pretty sure that this says Stand Up for Cancer Day is August 19th. Today is September 1st. Why are we voting for or asking for money for something that happened in the past. Did Stand Up for Cancer Day just become a thing? This actually hits close to home. Every year for Christmas, Brocklanders goes to Build-A-Bear to build bears for cancer patients. Last year, we did close to 100. Why don't you give some of that money to Brock so he can build more bears? That would do more for cancer patients than lighting up City Hall. Number 20. How about we offer a reward for those people that broke into the wig shop and stole the wigs that were meant for cancer patients? For all of the people that read a quote on a T-shirt or that want to be a tough guy, want to talk about snitches for stitches, I'll be waiting. But when it goes bad for you, remember, you have been warned. Brocklanders knows karate. If you want to be a fake tough guy, why don't you talk to Nippledick? I think he has a mail-order course on the back of a comic book. 21. Give the money to firefighters. I hold firefighters in the highest regard. If my partner, Chess Rockhold, and I weren't world-famous private investigators, I would have been a firefighter. Maybe I could do a collaboration with the LAFD and do a calendar. They can bring the hats, pants, suspenders, and I'll bring the hose. Brocklanders is a damn handsome man. 22. Finally, something worth teaching in school. Stealing tips is just distribution of wealth. Happy birthday, Kathy. Lobster Damon needs your real name. General public comment. I was hanging out with my girl DSCRN when Smoke and Scan set up the Brooks and Dunn neon rainbow to let me know that Nippledick was getting upset, thinking that I was slut-shaming his mom. I was going to call in and make a joke about 23andMe having as many donors as your mom, and you may being able to find a sibling. Then I was going to talk about how that pity dick in your mouth isn't a good look for a tough guy. Once I realized how many things I took for granted, I started to feel bad for you. When my mom said roast beef for dinner, it meant some dry, overcooked meat. When your mom said that, it meant it was time for you to go down and eat out of mom's old cum catcher. I can't imagine the horror of having to take that Ziploc bag filled with leftovers to school the next day. You know it's bad when a cat named Stinks won't eat your mom's tuna casserole. Everybody have a happy Labor Day.
Next speaker, which items would you like to speak on?
Oh, fucking Brock. Dang, he's going to get mad at that one, Brock. Called him Nippledick a few times. He ain't going to like it. And you talked about his mama.
Yes, hi. This is Rabia's son. I'm with Esperanza Community Housing.
Hi, Esperanza.
I'm speaking on general comments regarding item 30.
You'll have 1 minute.
As the steering committee, thank you. The steering committee member of both the Stand-LA and Leap LA coalitions, and on behalf of Stand-LA, we're here to say that we're extremely concerned about this item, and specifically concerned about AB 785's potential negative impact on health and environmental justice in low-income communities of color. While we recognize the critical need for affordable housing at the deepest affordability levels, at the same time, we need environmental and health safeguards in place to ensure that our communities have both healthy and affordable housing. CEQA has been an important tool for low-income communities of color to be protected from adverse health and environmental impacts, to hold developers accountable, and to provide input on proposed projects in their communities. 785 scapegoats CEQA as a barrier to production, and in fact can lead to continued harm and be detrimental to the health and well-being of residents. A glaring example is that oil drilling...
Thank you, Speaker. Your time
Thank
has
you. We
expired.
don't care about
Next
your
speaker.
oil drilling.
Which items would you like to speak on?
I love it. Just dunked her.
Yeah, hi, my name is Wendy Miranda. I'm with Esperanza Community Housing, speaking on general public comment.
Oh, the place is
item
called
13.
Esperanza Community Housing.
You'll have 1 minute.
As a steering committee member of the Stand-LA and LEAP coalitions, we're extremely concerned about AB 785's potential negative impacts on health and environmental justice in low-income communities of color in LA. We recognize the critical need for affordable housing at the deepest affordability levels, but at the same time, we need environmental and health safeguards in place to ensure that our communities have both healthy and affordable housing. CEQA has been an important tool for low-income communities of color to be protected from adverse health and environmental impacts, to hold developers accountable, and to provide input on proposed projects in their respective communities. Bills like AB 785 scapegoat CEQA as a barrier to production of affordable housing and can lead to continued harm and exposure to harmful pollutants that would be detrimental to health and well-being. Therefore, we recommend and strongly urge your support of the recommendations.
Not one of them
that we
paying
provided
attention.
in the
Not one of
letter
them.
that Vandelay submitted to this council file. Thank you.
Look at them sidebarring. The other two are on their phones.
Next speaker.
This dick's
Which item would you like
shuffling
to speak
papers.
on?
They don't even give two fucks. Might as well not even call. Not like they're listening.
Hi, yes, this is Jason Jenkins, and I just have a few words for my main man, Smoking Scan, if that's all right.
Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
None of those bullshit items, just a few words. General comment, please.
Oh, you'll have 1 minute.
Thank you, ma'am. So there I was, a prisoner of my own delusion, dwelling in the conventions of the players, sipping oil out of candlesticks, taking bow ties out of bra straps, and trying to be the one. You know, like, trying to be the one. Then from up in the bell tower with the hunchback used to hang and heard a voice saying, Goldie, 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 you the man, you the man, you the man. So, like, this is a propitious moment to expound on that you can lose your mental capabilities the most. I want you to hop aboard the wings of my baby Leah. Let me fly you to meet my friends, Leia, by Leia, so that you may be able to tell your pet friends, pet alligators, that Goldie was the man. Goldie was the one that taught us all how to be a player. Yeah, have a good day. Deuces.
Is he rapping? Shout out to him, man. Thanks for the shout out, bro. Much love.
Okay, was that that was the last speaker, I take it?
Man, they better put on
Great.
Mr. Sachs.
So that concludes public comment, in person and virtual. And
Mr. Sachs should be speaking right now.
Before us now?
Mr. President, council may now vote on items 17 through 22, sir.
Okay, seeing no council members on the queue, let's open the roll, close the roll, tally the votes.
12 ayes. Mr. President, there's a request to send item 21 forthwith,
Yeah, I
sir.
got sacked.
Okay, without
It's
objection,
fucked
so
up.
ordered.
My
Next,
favorite,
we have,
too, dude.
Item 12 has been called for a separate vote. Is that correct?
Yes. 12
What happens
was a
when you get in
separate vote.
trouble on YouTube?
Okay,
What
Mr.
do you
Sachs,
mean?
please don't call out.
Depends
If
on
do,
what you
have to
did.
be removed. Okay, there you go. Mr. Sachs is removed from this meeting.
That's fucked
Subject
up.
to Rule 7. I literally said, don't make any more comments, and then you spoke. You got to go. Out.
What a piece of
taking
shit.
A vote on
What a piece of
charges, please show him the
motherfucking
door
shit.
Expeditiously.
What a piece of shit
Taking a vote
motherfucker you
on
are.
Item 12, is
You
that next?
piece of Democrat
Yes, sir.
garbage, commie
Okay,
motherfucker you are. I wish the
and
worst
seeing
for
no
you and
speakers on
your
the queue, let's
entire
open the roll.
fucking family. You piece of dog
Open the
shit
roll, close the roll,
motherfucker.
Tally the vote.
10 ayes, 2 noes.
Okay, for the record, Mr. Sachs is continuing to disrupt this meeting.
Good.
You've been asked to leave.
Hope
Please
he
leave
fucking
quick.
smashes you in the
Subject
face
to
when
Rule
you go
12,
outside to your
7.
car.
Okay, next, what do we have?
Next is item 1, and we just
And he would too, because Mr. Sachs, one, don't take no shit. I've seen him throw blows.
item 1, I
Two,
believe Mr. Price
Mr.
is
Sachs
going
is
to
quite
confused.
tall if you haven't noticed.
we will
Dude's about
wait for him
6'3",
to,
6'4".
Chambers?
I'm telling you, he'll throw him. He tried to fucking beat up Mr. Herman. He pushed Mr. Herman.
Let the record reflect he's off the board and left the chambers.
Piece of shit.
And seeing no speakers on the queue.
Mr. President?
Yes.
Yeah. Let the record
Item
reflect
1
that
is
he's off the
a,
board now and he's
substitute
left.
Motion, so there requires 2 votes. The
Fucking
first vote
pussy.
is to substitute, sir.
Okay. Let's open the roll on the motion to substitute.
Piece of shit.
Substitute motion.
Notice how he let all the other ones speak.
Close the
Those
roll.
all got their time to speak. All the other ones
Tally the votes.
to come in and beg for money or whatever they were
11
doing.
ayes.
But the ones that
And
oppose
the
them,
second vote
make
now
sure he doesn't
is
get
on the motion itself, sir.
Piece of
Motion
shit.
has now amended as under the substitute. Let's open the roll.
So fucked
Close
up.
the roll. Tally the votes.
11 ayes.
Okay, the motion is agreed. Is there anything else left on the agenda?
Yes, sir. Council has motions for posting and referral.
That's what I'm watching.
Without objection, they're posted and referred.
The desk is clear, sir.
Great. Colleagues, any announcements? Mr. McCosker.
Thank you very much. I want to come back to Labor Day.
Oh,
quickly
Hamburglar's
and
here.
Announce that we have a Labor Day march
gives a shit?
And
I
a
should be
rally
there.
and a picnic.
We should all
in the
show up.
1-5, on Monday morning.
50
so this
deep.
Is the 44th annual parade and rally.
Just to talk shit to
by
'em.
the Harbor Labor Coalition. We will start promptly. The parade will start promptly at 10 a.m. Folks will begin
Fucking
assembling
parade.
at 8 a.m. But you're all invited.
The parade goes 2 blocks.
Come on down to the 1-5. And we will march, finish up at Banning Park, and have a rally and speeches and a picnic, and the entire House of Labor will be there. So hope to see you on Monday, September 4th, for a rally. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Colleagues, any additional announcements?
Go down there, wear my fuck
Mr.
Joe Biden shirt.
Soto Martinez, go ahead.
Yes, for my colleagues and the public, we're pushing back.
Bring out a megaphone.
Creed
Blast
just
them out.
a little bit back to 1:30, so we'll start civil rights meeting at 1:30.
Let's go,
Thank you.
Aqua.
Ms.
Roll
Hernandez.
deep.
President, dear colleagues, yesterday was International Overdose Awareness Day. It is a day to honor and remember those people who are no longer with us. No one should die of an overdose because we have the tools and the antidotes to keep people alive and to reverse overdoses. MacArthur Park in CD1 experiences over 4 overdoses every single day.
What's up, Jerry?
I was there for an event a few weeks ago, just for an hour, and literally we had 2 overdoses back to back, and both of those times our firefighter teams had to respond to those overdoses. And so what's happening there is putting an incredible strain on our first responders, on our community members, our small businesses. And so I just wanted to make sure that we remembered that yesterday was International
You don't like that
Overdose
blouse?
Awareness Day.
Yeah,
But
it
also
looks
to
like a
let y'all know
tablecloth.
that, my team and I are very much committed to
Like they
addressing
cut a
this
tablecloth
crisis
up and
with trauma
stitched it up, made it into a
with
shirt.
compassion, and in a triage manner by giving people all the services they need. And I know Skid Row for a long time
How's
has been
the chair?
epicenter
I don't
of
know.
many of these crises, but I'll tell
Dude,
you
these
right
chairs,
now
because
that
I have the same
what's
one.
happening in
They're pretty
MacArthur
sturdy,
Park,
bro. And I'm fat.
is pretty devastating. And so we are very much going to be pushing for resources to make sure that people don't
'Cause
die.
I use the same-
And
this is the
so
exact same
that
chair they
get
have.
a chance and an opportunity
Same exact
to
one.
decide to go into treatment or care, supportive services, because when you die, you don't get that chance. So just thank you for
Oh, really? When
letting
you
me
die, you
help
don't
with
get that chance?
Thank you. Colleagues,
Thanks,
any
Cat
additional announcements?
Mobius.
Seeing no announcements. Are there any colleagues wishing to
When
adjourn
you
this
die, you don't
council
get
in memory?
that chance.
Okay, if I could ask everyone in the chamber to rise.
Yeah, they're already out of here. So we
Please
got
rise.
40 minutes of virtual
And,
signaling.
Mr. McCosker, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President.
God
I respectfully request that we adjourn today's meeting in the memory of the Honorable Gerald N. Philando,
I'd bang.
a dedicated public servant to the 1-5. Gerald Nicholas, known to his friends as
Rest in
Jerry
peace, Gerald.
Philando, was born on December 29th, 1934 in San Pedro to Nicholas and Winifred Stanovich Philando. His family roots in the harbor area date to 1906, when his grandfather, August Philando, arrived from
Jordan
the town
Four
of
is good?
Comiza
Yeah.
on the island of Vis off the Dalmatian coast.
I mean, I like
Of
that.
what is now present-day
Like the first
Croatia.
4 are pretty good.
Philando attended
And then they're
7th
like
Street
11 or
Elementary School
something.
and Richard Henry Dana Junior High School. He graduated from San Pedro
Oh,
High
sorry, Oscar.
in
My bad.
1953. After graduating from high school, he joined the Coast Guard,
I'll back
where
off.
he trained as a sonar equipment operator. After his enlistment finished, he enrolled in the University of Southern California School of Dentistry, graduated
I
in
got
the
my
early
stalker
1960s,
right here.
and he began
GP.
his dental career in Torrance, where he practiced until
Personal
1978.
stalker.
Among his many contributions to South Bay during his years before he became
at
a
him.
state legislator, he had free dental clinics to treat the children that were needy in our communities. He supported sports programming throughout the harbor area, like Little League, and he provided low-cost and often free dental care to law enforcement officers, firefighters, public safety officials, public safety employees, who were then, in those days, not covered by dental insurance. I remember that as a kid. In June 1978,
I didn't, Terry.
he ran
You know how much those
successfully
things
for
cost?
His party's nomination,
Terry?
For the 52nd Assembly District.
Like
and he won the
130,
primary in
140 bucks.
78. He actually won
I mean, I want
the
one.
seat, the assembly seat,
But it's
against
140
the
if you
iconic
want, like,
Vincent
your
Thomas,
logo on it.
for whom the bridge is named.
It's a lot of money.
And he represented that district until 1982. Throughout his legislative career, Philando championed the causes of the fishing industry, including both commercial and sport fishing, the elderly,
So I didn't
persons
pull the
with vision
trigger.
issues, and folks with physical and developmental disabilities.
He is quite astute.
He was the co-author of the bipartisan Torres-Falando Elder Care Act of 1982.
Yeah. Terry, if you want like their basic one, their basic one's like $85.
Those friendships remained with him for the rest of his career.
And then they want the extra $60 for the logo plus shipping.
For the employment of the handicapped.
Because it's a custom order. Yeah, they're expensive. Those things aren't
Falando
cheap.
was diagnosed with mycosis fungoides, a rare life-threatening blood
They're
cancer.
not cheap.
He had to undergo, while in the assembly, he had to undergo multi-day per week experimental treatments
because it's like form fitted to your head inside. It's like
using his medical
a cap inside of a
how
cap.
to react to this treatment and how to deal with the various side effects.
That's why you don't see a whole lot of them.
To be able to cope with this.
That's why you only see here and there people that are willing to plunk down the $140 or so.
Throughout his legislative career,
to have one.
Falando served on the California Youthful Offenders Parole Board, having been appointed by Governor Pete Wilson.
Oscar, thank you so much. If I missed it, buddy, I missed
it. He briefly served as special advisor to Assembly Speaker.
I just Googled giant hat, and they came up because I looked up giant foam hats like Dumb and Dumber. The ones they wore in Dumb and Dumber. Thank you so much, Oscar. I appreciate you. You're hilarious.
Who worked in his office?
You beat me to it.
Became councilperson of the 15th district.
Thanks,
served
Oscar.
here in these chambers.
So yeah, Terry, I was just looking around and
his native San Pedro,
I just Google searched
board
it.
member and a life member.
And there's an actual
American
company,
Club
like
in San
one
Pedro.
company that's making
Enjoyed
them.
photography,
Forget the
USC
name of
football
them.
games, world travel, home
GiantHat.com or some shit like
He
that.
passed away suddenly on August 23rd, 2023.
Stinks
at the
needs
age of
treats.
88
Look at him.
years.
He's got a big
After
belly. He
two
doesn't need no
quick
treats.
And unexpected,
Let's give him 2 treats every day.
health-related episodes. He was predeceased by his parents, his brother, spouses, son, stepson,
Yeah, Hayes.
and longtime
That's
domestic
weird.
partner
Corpius,
Bonnie
yeah.
Christensen.
Copious.
He's survived by his daughter Cynthia, 2 grandchildren,
Yeah, copious.
2 great-grandchildren, a sister-in-law.
You know how they do it.
Nieces,
They want full
nephews,
control of
many
everything.
Cousins, many cousins.
Big
in the
contract
district.
at
And his
stake there,
caregiver,
you know.
Allie, may he rest in peace.
Thank you. Colleagues, any additional colleagues wish to adjourn in memory?
Yeah, the
Not?
foam hats
This
are a
meeting
little
is adjourned.
different.
Thank you.
All right, so I guess that's it, guys. That's crazy. So they dunked Mr. Sachs. There's Mr. Herman. He's already screaming. So they dunked Mr. Sachs. That's fucked up, dude. You know, I'm angry with that because I really enjoy Mr. Sachs. I think he's fucking a real treat. He's one of the OGs. He signed up. He was there. He signed up. I mean, it's just bullshit. And how long would it be for them to give him fucking 1 minute or even 3 minutes of time? It's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Big heads, is that's what it's called? Okay, yeah, big heads. They're pricey. They're not cheap, those things. I mean, they look quality. So Nogginboss.com has them for $125 for one with a custom logo. Okay, see, that's not much different. Is that with the what do you call it? The shipping, BJ? I'm telling you, they're not cheap. I mean, $125 for a hat's expensive. I mean, would you not agree? I mean, that's pricey. That ain't cheaps. That ain't cheap. Well, First Responders is on. He's just chilling at the liquor store. Let's see anybody else is on besides what we got here. Well, I'll hang out with you guys for a little bit before we go live tonight. Should be fun tonight. Friday, coming off the full moon. Stuff should be fun. It should be fun. See if the Elbow Room Bar is doing anything. Yeah, it's got a little business. It's all fucking sausage fest right now. It's all sausage. Fucking all the sausage is scaring away the women. You're going to have a group of 10 chicks in there to do anything. Straight sausage. Yeah, I mean, I didn't look too long. I just found that one. I figured, okay, that's probably the one that was. So, like BJ found that one. So I'm saying, so 125. I'm sure after the shipping, it's close to 140, like the other one. Because that box has to be pretty big. The hat is big. It's not small. It's not small. So there's the dome, guys. The sphere, waiting to awaken. But it shall not wake up until sundown. Looks like a pretty cloudy day there in Vago. Hot, cloudy. Yeah. Yeah, this is a live shot, Mary. I know you can't see anything, but I'm sure at some point you'll see a helicopter or something fly by, or the monorail. You see the rail down there? The monorail will come by. Well, I mean, you can see a little bit of the traffic, but Stinks is covering it. Oh, look. Holy shit. So they have it open a little bit. I usually don't start it until later. There you go. That shit looks pretty dope. Yeah, that's cool. It's an 18,000 seat arena inside the Sphere. So you just go inside. It's a concert hall. Oh, aliens control it. That's sweet. The Sin City camera? Well, I mean, you have this one, right? Then you have a Fremont camera that you can get on, God, what's the name of that site? Shit, like Cityscape or Citycam. And then there's one other one that on YouTube with just the panning shot. The other two that we used to watch, the Treasure Island cam, they took that one down. And then the other one that was right on the strip that we used to like to watch, that was like more like this, where you could see people going by all the time. That one, they took down too. So I don't know why. We were in Vegas at the Sphere. Now we're in Thailand. In Koh Sumi. I think it's Koh Sumi. Koh Sumi, Thailand. And we're in front of Club Sin and Club Hush. This is Hush. That's Club Sin. Believe it's Hush's camera. So, yeah. Shit, I don't even know, Terry. That's the thing. I don't have a very big head. I guess I just gotta look at one of my fitteds and tell you what one of the fitteds is. I think I wear like a 6 7/8, but I'm not sure. I'd have to DM you. We're gonna lose channel was funny. What do you mean? We're gonna lose? Oh yeah. He's awesome. He's tookened out. I love how he uses the word tookened. What do you mean? It wasn't me, man. I was tookened out. I was busy getting tookened out, bro. And I don't know what happened there. Oh, he's just such a dick. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, man. I was sneezing. And right when you were coming by, I sneezed and shh. The best is actually, he does the NASCAR shit. When he's killing people on Call of Duty, his own teammates, they fucking go crazy on him. But I think the best is when he trolls these two dudes in Sea of Thieves. And he pretends to be their friend, and he's working on the ship with them, and it's 3 pirates, and next thing you know, he fucking steals the treasure and gives it to his friend. They can't even believe it. It was like 2.5 hours worth of work. No joke. And in one of those games, it's like you do 2.5 hours, there's no bringing it back. And then he's over here telling them, hey, can you, I'm sorry, guys, but, if you want, I'll do a whole nother 2.5 hour tour with you. You know what I mean? I can't give you the one we just worked on because I had to give it to my friend because he helped me move yesterday and I didn't have anything to pay him. So I told him if I give him that, he said if I gave him that, he'd take that as payment. Like all these weird stories. Like, what? They're all mad, yelling at him. It's fucking hysterical. My size, Adam? You asking me what size I wear? I wear 10.5. What's up, Pete? Yeah, I wear 10.5 in Nikes, and then in Adidas, those shoes, because they're thinner and longer, I wear an 11. So, yeah. It's weird like that. Sin City Family on YouTube. I think I've seen them. You're afraid to Google search it? Why? Why? Ladies, yeah, they need the whips. They usually have it. The little blonde-haired one, she's usually whipping the men as they go by. You know, and any moment now it'll start to get kind of packed because they're almost done. I believe they close at 3 o'clock, and it's 2:26 there. So, you know, in the next 20 minutes or so, it starts to get pretty packed in the street. VP in it. Yeah, or people just having fun. No, not 11, 10 and a half. If you're talking about Nikes, I wear Nike 10 and a halves. If I were to go buy Jordans today, they would be 10 and a halves. I have one pair of Jordan shoes. Or I think I had two. I have the white cement, the Tinkers. Somebody bought me those. You know what I mean? As a gift for doing some work. And those are 10 and a halves, and they fit nice. I just don't have any nice, like too many pairs of nice shoes. Man, if you're sending me shoes, I appreciate it, Adam. Thank you. Did someone make me this shirt? Yeah. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure this was Lonnie that made this one. But if not, it was Catherine. It was Catherine or Lonnie. It was one of the two. But I'm pretty sure it was Lonnie. Problem is, I start to send so many shirts, and I love it. And I'm starting to forget because, like I said, I have Steve sending shirts. Lonnie sent me shirts. Catherine sent me some stuff. And it's, you know, I'm starting to even get mixed up. There's so many of them. But I'm pretty sure this was Lonnie. It was Lonnie? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Lonnie sent me so many cool things. The big heads, the shirts, all the cool stuff. That's all her genius, not mine. I can't take any credit for it. She sent me the best cat dad shirt, this one. All that good stuff. Caller! Thanks again for the candy. I got the candy. Catherine. Appreciate it. My teeth aren't going to like it, but my belly will. You want to hear the ham radio? Let's see if these ding-dongs are on. Again, viewer discretion is advised because these fools are crazy. Oh, Timothy Canny. Timothy, thank you so much. I appreciate your. Hey, brother, check out the USA stream. It's Kensington. Yeah, it's so depressing, Timothy. I hate watching that, man. I mean, that shit's real, though, right? I mean, it's... If you guys haven't seen it, he's talking about, you know, Kensington Street, I think, in Philadelphia. It's so depressing. Like, you see people, like, nodded off and just everywhere. It's the worst kind of, like, they just let it go completely. It might be worse than, like, Portland and all that. It's terrible. It's terrible. Hold on. I see a few people sent some stuff here. Oscar, again, thank you. Timothy, thank you. Kat, thank you. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to catch up, make sure I'm not missing anybody. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Calamity Girl, thank you. Yessie, thank you. I think Talvish, thank you. Braden Hale, thank you. Sorry, guys, if I missed that. Just somebody come in, and I'm busy doing things and kind of missing it. All right, let's go here. Let's see if these ding-dongs are here. Now, they may not be on. Well, you know, usually they're always doing something. Oh. Somebody was just talking. And viewer discretion is advised. I'll smoke one more bowl with you guys. Then I'm going to let you guys go and do your thing while I do mine and get ready for the show tonight. And like I was telling some, if you guys weren't here earlier, I did take some of the donation money and brought a pretty cool Halloween outfit. Not as I always do, and always, as we always do. I don't ever tell you what it is. You guys have to just come and find out. So that ought to be fun. You need my P.O. box details? Yeah. Is there any way you can message me somehow? Adam, do you follow me any other way? Any other place? If you do, then I can message you like anywhere, Twitch, because I can't do it on YouTube, of course. Yeah, Instagram. You follow me on Instagram on either of the accounts. You can do it there. I don't want people sending glitter bombs. I mean, you tell me, Adam. You tell me where I should look. If you follow me on any of those places, the link tree's pinned on the top, so you can just click it there and figure out where you want to send it. Tell me where you do, and then I'll send you the info. Yeah, last year I was the chippy, and then halfway through the show I switched up, and I was the firefighter, right? I was a skunk. What else was I? I was the Corey mask. I had the Corey mask from Slipknot. What else did I do? I know I'm missing something. Trying to remember. Well, no, it's free entry because it's now the end of the night almost. Because like I told you, this is like their last call. They only have 30 minutes left. Same with this club too. Sooner you're gonna see them rolling these things down, and that's why I said then the streets kind of get packed. Oh shit! Look, that's crazy. That's cool. Football season Sunday ticket. Damn, they're listening. See, now they're doing it all day with this thing. That's pretty cool. I never saw that. With the helmets morphing. Pretty cool, man. Texans. Hell yeah. Is my mom a Dodger fan? Sure. I mean, she's not a huge, sports enthusiast, but she does like sports, and she definitely has watched many a Dodger game and gone to many a Dodger game in her lifetime. So I would say, yes, she is a Dodger fan. Is she checking the standings every day? Absolutely not. Yeah, go Rammies. The new Rammy helmets. The Vikings. It's pretty cool. I like that. It just morphs all the fucking new helmets in there. Is that Colts or Jets? Neither. It's the Raiders. Look white. I guess it was silver. Charges. Something for everybody. Yep, I'll be on tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I said we'll smoke and hang out for a little bit now and see what's going on. See, the ding-dongs are not yelling at each other at the moment. See, that's what's funny. It'll be quiet, right? And then sometimes it'll go on for hours. And like right now, right, it's quiet. Someone will get on and just basically just talk. Not really talking to anybody, just talking. And if it's one of the ones who fight with each other, oh yeah. Like one of them, he'll get out there and just like, where's creepy Steve at? Where is that fucking idiot? And then all of a sudden, Steve will hear that, and then he'll get on there and go after him for going after him. They fight back and forth. Yeah, it's ham radio drama for sure. But what's crazy is there's a dude on this channel that was murdered 2 years ago. 2 years ago. He got mixed up in doing drugs and shit, hard drugs, and he got mixed up with this young chick who, he was like 50 something and she was 21, 22. She was on drugs. She happened to be a see? There he is. See, where's creepy Steve at? So I just missed.
Jimmy Miller Rill Spritz.
There they go.
Is out here because he has nothing better to do on a Friday before
Here you go.
a holiday on Monday.
Crank
he
it.
has nothing better to do other than get drunk and drown his sorrows because he's a pathetic son of a bitch.
Oh, look, a ray of sunshine on a...
Oh, look, a ray of a gassy troll. Gassy Gary.
Yeah, trying to spread love and peace and joy on the frequencies today, Bug-Eye.
From nothing
Yeah, gassy.
to this.
Have another Captain Morgan, will you?
Yeah, have another suck of the cock, Bug-Eye.
that I
It's hold on, I'll put.
feel that you think that I do. Maybe you're just looking in the mirror again, Cassie. Freak.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. That's the frequency.
Freak.
Bug-eyed freak.
Barry, send me an email and I'll send you. He's going to send you a picture of me. You guys are rubbing them out. Well, Jimmy can't get it up anymore.
Well, no, it used to be 435.
I can't do anything. Jimmy, I would be surprised. It's September 1 today. I would be surprised if you last 90 more days. I really would be surprised.
So if it's the same picture that I saw from somebody else sent it to me.
Did you rub it out? Did you try to rub one out, Gary?
Yeah, they moved.
Bugging his eyes out, and he's.
Did you try to rub it out, Jesse? Did you try to rub it out?
Guy.
Did you try to rub one out, Jesse?
How would you even think something like that? That's so weird.
Because I'm a handsome guy, and, well, men are sending pictures of me, which is kind of creepy. Normally women send pictures of men. But in ham radio, in the faggot land here, there's a few faggots that you guys sent pictures of me. No, but your eyes are bugged. No, my cock is pretty big. You want to look at that too, Jimmy?
Why are you, you're just contradicting yourself. You're out here talking to other men, telling them about your penis in your own fantasy, but, I'm sure it's no bigger than a sewing thimble.
I'm sure that you're tripping on your words, Gary. Have another drink.
These dudes are great.
Almost 1 o'clock. Just have another Captain Morgan. You can have a vodka on the rocks. Or maybe you just drink it straight out of the bottle. Bug-eyed son of a bitch.
See, now there's 4.
And to me, there's a few out here with some serious drinking and drug problems.
Now there's 4 out here.
Mistaken, but I think Gary's married to a female, a legit female.
Now he's fighting 4 guys. One guy fighting
Why don't you
4.
cuddle up with him, you
Or
and
3.
Wendy, him and Karen, the make-believe Karen, and you and Wendy.
That's it, Miranda.
Probably be game, but Wendy's totally not into that stuff.
Yeah, wise guy.
Never know unless you ask her.
Yeah, it's like a party line.
That's one of the benefits of being married for 33 years. We've had those conversations. You should try it sometime.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
My feelings. Don't know what you mean there, GAV.
I mean, you should try staying with the same person for as long as I have. It's a wonderful thing.
You get a special brownie point?
That's not true, Injun. There's at least 3.
My family all didn't think it would last 5 years, knowing my personality, but somehow 33 years later and counting, here we are.
You could always get divorced, today, tomorrow.
Yeah,
Well,
electric.
I still love my wife. I still love laying next to her. I still love the way she smells. She's a wonderful woman. Why would I do that?
It's not a mutual feeling. You never know.
No, she's, I married way up. If you ever saw Wendy, you'd know what I was talking about. But, yeah, she can have the pick of the litter. I got, no.
You just only skin deep, but ugliness goes to the bone.
My point is that if she didn't feel the same way about me, she'd be long gone. Because she'd have no problems replacing me.
Deep got a gook. Jimmy
No,
got a
Alice.
girl with a pussy that's dry only because she was with Jimmy. Steve has a goop. Jimmy has a dry puss. But then once Karen dumped him and left, her pussy's, it's flowing. It's really wet. That's exactly who said that.
No, she's still with me.
No, she's not with you, dipshit.
Not meant.
She's know that? Why do you lie all the time? You lie over and over and over every day. When your mouth is open, you're lying.
Has never been married. Have you guys?
I've never been married, really? That's news to me. Wow, you know more than I do, huh?
Steve's never been married.
Like I said, Jimmy Spritz, Miller and Miller Spritz, you know more than me. Okay, wow.
Spritz.
I'm not married to a gook. Oh, I love gooks, Jimmy. And evidently you love dry pussies.
They're
Don't think
nuts.
you're ever going to get to anybody that might love you, Jimmy, as your dry puss cat.
So what are you talking about, women?
What did you just call?
Puss cat.
What came out of your mouth? Didn't you just say gook? I never see it, Jimmy, because I'll... And you know what's really interesting is Cora's kid has off all weekend, and I think he's going to be up in Hermosa or Redondo or one of those beaches out there, Manhattan Beach or Santa Monica. And maybe he'll go to 1802 Vanderbilt Lane and sit in that chair.
Straight
Well,
doxed
not like
him.
you like go out and go out anywhere. You're home right now, sitting in your room, because you're a misfit. A misfit, Jimmy.
You're a misfit.
You're a misfit, Jimmy. A misfit, a loser.
They're not truckers.
Can I break and ask a technical question?
No. Killing the show.
Need a solderable SMA connector that is.
Bro, you're killing the show.
To RG316DS, which is the dual shield.
Get the fuck out of here,
The only
DAV.
SMAs I can find that are solderable seem to be for RG402. Anybody know the answer to that question?
This asshole. Okay, see, look, they started on 435, 147.435. Then they moved to 450. Now, there's both up, 435 and 450. You can hear some of these same people on both frequencies.
Like Jeopardy, I'm supposed to guess the answer based on the one word that you replied with.
But this happens on both of those. And HOG, Engine 31. Try HOG, K-Hog. Those three.
Coax. Can you say the entire thing after you push the PTT?
Using a PTT, Dov. He's talking up from a computer.
Oh, well, sorry, Steve. Didn't mean to trigger you, bro.
And Jeffrey Mark Furious Tit.
This dude's yelling at four different fools now.
Anyhow, this guy's sitting in Bullshit City, Arizona, in his own feces in some sort of bathtub, talking on the radio with a computer. Senior citizen bathtub too.
Well, okay. Well, thanks for the help. Anyway, I'm on a mission.
A senior citizen bathtub.
Trying to find this. I don't want to use RG402 because it's a little too rigid for what I'm trying to do. So 316 dual shield or double shield.
Yeah, guards, I believe it is 2 meter.
But I need to be able to solder an SMA male connector onto it. And
This feed is coming from my phone.
Oh, Dom, what are we going to do? Go to DuckDuck and ask DuckDuck.
The Renegade Repeater, 147.450. These are ham radio operators in my, within my distance, within an hour of me, talking shit to each other on the daily.
Did I make a wrong turn? This is ham radio, right?
No, this is CB radio.
We are listening to it live, realistically. I mean, we're on a slight delay, 45 seconds or a minute.
HR0.
But this is all happening live.
Well, that's not a bad idea, Steve. See? That was the end. See? That's all I needed was a little bit of a boost. Thank you.
See, all that was said 1 minute ago.
In Orange County.
So, we're just on a delay to hear it better,
Is Janet pretty technically savvy?
Yes, she's a manager.
Copy that. Calling right now. 714-533-7373.
Megan, you thirsty? Because it's warm out there? Is that why? It's hot. We're thirsty for some action. Look at her. She's...
I thought that Corner or Cora or whatever the guy's name is, son was going to be out here in Bullhead City this weekend. He was supposed to be at some kind of a kung fu festival or something, and I was going to give him a baby brother. And are you telling me he ain't coming out here? He's not coming?
Yes, there is, Moxie. Just on Broadcastify or any radio scanner app, Mike, you can find them on there. Just when you go on there, search local, stuff, and it'll come up. One of the local repeaters in Los Angeles.
And he's going, I think, 2350 Adobe Road, number 40, Bullshit City, 86422, NHI.
Adam, I just need to get you my information. Like I said, do you follow me on Instagram?
That fella who lived down in San Diego, he was blind. You'd go down there and take him.
If you do.
You wanted to go visit the punterias. And then all of a sudden he disappeared. Did you, bury him out in the desert, Bug-Eye?
That's the homie who died. Buried him in the desert. He was beaten by a Marine with a shovel. And buried in the desert by the drug addict chick and her boyfriend.
Yeah, what'd you do to Baird, man? Did you molest him and then you figured you had to murder him so that the word wouldn't get out?
Gassy. That only you would think of a gassy thing like that. Gassy here.
When he did it.
Do anything. I got him laid.
Yeah, what'd you do? Put on your ballerina outfit, and he was blind.
Oh, really? Totally blind? You've met him? You knew who he was?
I talked to him enough times to know enough about him, yes.
Fucked up part is the chick got off scot-free.
Yeah, so you went and you put on your cross-dressing outfit, and you went down there, and you got him to have sex with you.
And remarried another guy. Marine's in jail for 30 years. Other dude's dead.
Okay, Gassy. Gassy Gary. Are you drinking again?
Do you fantasize about me, ripping him in your face?
Could do anything in my face.
These are all old dudes, Suckama.
Fantasize if I would have, either I'm belching or I'm farting. Which is it?
Kind of uncouth, to say the very least. You do them both.
Most of them are all 55 to 70.
Uncouth, huh?
Uncouth. No manners whatsoever.
So what'd you do to Baird, man? What'd you do? You killed him, didn't you?
Most of them are married to women.
What did you do with all that money?
He isn't.
What did you do with all that money that you got in trouble with the real estate board with?
I bought Bitcoin back in 2008.
No, you didn't. I know exactly what you did.
Yeah? Tell me, then we'll both know.
You know, and I know. You know that I know, and I know.
Yeah.
Gassy. Yeah,
Guys, they call this a show.
dishonest. Very, very dishonest. I'm ashamed of you.
I am so honest. In fact, I am the most honest person ever. And that's why the state of California entrusts me to the point where they give me a license so that I can transact real estate transactions for the general public and get paid for it.
There you go.
What do you get to do?
I get to make fun of you for the theft that you committed because your records with the Board of Real Estate don't reflect what you're saying right now. It's just quite the opposite. You got in big trouble.
See, he doxes
That's in your
everybody.
permanent record.
Oh, my permanent record. Is my broker's license
Steve
active
is the
or
doxer.
Has it been revoked?
I don't know. I haven't looked lately, but I believe it's revoked.
Yeah, you haven't looked lately. That's the thing about you, Bug-Eye. You spend so much time
Bug-Eye.
looking up everything you can about Gary. You are just so infatuated with me, aren't you? I bet you have a picture of me on your wall. Visit my Facebook, critique my handsome looks, talk about my hair.
Your handsome look. Handsome look.
Yeah, obviously you're infatuated with me.
So look. Oh my Jesus. Do you think you're handsome? Really? Seriously?
The fact that you even have an opinion tells me you're infatuated.
They are pesky. Doesn't mean you put the right info on them, though.
You were talking about
Are you good in the book?
But I was talking about your wife's penis too.
Your wife's penis.
See, you're infatuated with penises. It's no wonder you have no children or grandchildren.
Ross, Ham Radio. Welcome to the world of Ham Radio.
Yeah, unlike, the left woke that think that can't describe what a female is or think that transgendered males can get pregnant, I'm not surprised.
I have another drink.
Yeah, Steve's weird, dude.
Yeah, as the late great Jim Champion would say, and he probably said it very many times, Steve, bug eye, take a sweet suck, betwixt and between.
Shut your fucking pile. What's going on?
Shut your pile.
Still there? Gassy Gary out here, Cora. Gassy Gary, he's got a lot of gas. The guy that looks like.
I do, wise guy.
He has a lot of gas, and he's gassy on the radio, and he's drinking Captain Morgan, and then another guy's wondering about the martial arts tournament, and oh my Jesus.
Yeah, most ham radio is not
Seriously,
like
there's
this.
a guy named Gassy Gary John Elmer in Huntington Beach, and he's a troll, Cora.
This is the Renegade Radio. That's where the stream is coming from.
What?
These are ham operators who fight with each other on the daily. Briegel is... I told them about Briegel.
Fuck you, DAV.
One of these guys
Cora's got a dip.
played for the 49ers, has 2 Super Bowl rings that he pawned,
No.
and he has... Are you ready for it? Are you ready? 9 DUIs. 9. 9 DUIs. And he had 6, and he was driving for Uber. Goes to show you Uber doing good background checks. His name is Jeff Briegel. He played with Joe Montana.
And he's so proud that he
Played with Jerry Rice.
at the American Kennel
And he's on here all the time. Dude went to USC, won the Rose Bowl, was All-American. Was an All-American. And they're all on this channel. And I told you, dude got murdered off this channel. One dude was murdered, no joke. Got wrapped up with a young 20-something that was doing drugs. He was fucking her, and they were fucking each other doing drugs. Problem is she had a boyfriend that was a Marine. Marine came back off a tour of duty, found out, fucked him up with a shovel, put him and her, put him in a trunk of the car, drove him out to the desert, and buried him in the desert. They both got caught. The chick ended up getting off scot-free, basically, except for probation, and is now married to somebody else in another state. And the other guy's dead, obviously, and the Marine's in jail for 30 years. He was kind of alive. Apparently, he wasn't completely dead when they beat him over the head.
Yep, old bug eye preys on the disadvantaged girls down in the Tijuana Punta Rias.
You can read it. It's in the paper. It was in the paper. You can see the trial. It was on YouTube. And that was 2 years ago. That is heavy. I remember listening to the
You
dude.
know me on a first and last name basis, Gassy.
These dudes die
Bug eye?
one every 6 months.
Oh, Gary. What are you, 63 years old, 66 years old? And the other fucking fuckface Dom is like 72?
See, they're all about older folks. These aren't young dudes.
72, Dom McNeely.
And yeah, but at least we like women with real biological vaginas.
Fuck off, Dov.
Gary, it's a fair statement that you like.
So you sucking Gary's dick, Dov? Is that the newest thing? Sucking up to Gary Elmer?
Well, I've actually met Gary Elmer.
I don't give a fuck. Sounds like a personal problem.
That is so funny. Did you see what happened right there? That's a dude, but did you see what happened? The drunk dude was walking with the dude. Homeboy said, no. Stopped all that. Grabbed the homie, brought him away from the dude.
That's not going to last for long.
I saw that.
Yeah, see.
I know you seen it.
Just relationships, they never
Homeboy was so faded, didn't know. Probably get robbed. Didn't know that there was a penis there. Yeah, boy. Homie saved him right there, Dixie. That's a bro move. Homeboy was too. That's the alcohol, bro. Weed won't do that to you. I don't care how much you smoke. You still have your senses.
Karen is a Figueroa whore.
Located where? On Figueroa.
Turn walk the streets on Fig.
I wouldn't know about where you go fishing for your victims.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about Fig, bro. Even these dudes.
Old Codger, go ahead, and you'll stand by.
He stepped.
Old Codger, go
Stand by, Luke.
Stepped right on his signal.
Stand by, Luke.
Codger, any Codger.
Stand by, Luke.
See, he's the young kid.
My name.
So they step on his signal.
Say my name, say my name.
Sit on down, little boy. Let the old men speak. Shit's funny, dude.
Your signal was good, but it's not.
I'd like to take this opportunity. Hey, Pat Sullivan's a piece of crap, and he sleeps with the ducks. Not a mess, but he sleeps with the ducks. Buddy Casey,
The guy that tried to talk right there lives in a garage and shits in a Home Depot bucket. So they all make fun of him because of it. And he tries to come out here and seem so smart and all this shit.
Normal dialogue out here.
Like he's really bright, uses this, this really high vocabulary and.
Discontent.
You're not doing too good.
Oh, it's too funny.
Jimmy always does the spritz, the Milleril
Okay.
spritz.
Notice something now.
Well, look it up in the Google machine, you dipshit.
That's Steve against 5 different guys.
He's been a technician class for 50 years. Never belonged to DCS, ARRL, Red Cross,
He's fighting them all.
Any organization that helps people, you've never been a member. You just run your mouth.
I'm too busy being down at the beach.
Too busy yapping and yakking and yapping and yakking.
Surfing.
Yeah, 50 plus 30, which equals 80, Jimmy, 80 years. You go surfing, you can't barely walk. That is true. You're crippled. You have a walker. You sit in an electric wheelchair. You don't go surfing or swimming or running or bicycle riding. You just sit in that stupid old beat up 21-year-old Tesla, the clown car. That's what you sit in every day.
Into the strip club.
And you never have. Well,
Adam?
you're just such a fucking liar. I saw you in a picture of a boat 12 to 15 years ago, and your belly's hanging over like 10 big flaps of fat. And then you had a beer in your hand and another beer on the counter, and your squinty little rat eyes, and all that silver jewelry from Tijuana. You're pathetic, Jimmy.
I don't have any.
You have silver. I have the picture right here. You got little silver jewelry going on, a cheap Casio wristwatch and silver. It's aluminum, but it looks really trashy. Kind of like you.
What's wrong with wearing silver?
Anyone that wears silver is a real creeper.
A Mariner Rolex.
Don't have a Mariner Rolex. You're a joke.
But wait, 5 degrees where he lives.
It's fucking 78 degrees, dipshit.
It too.
It is like CBD. CB. Yeah.
2 hands, don't you?
Simpler. It's
No,
simple.
you're right.
Similar.
We're making a movie.
Are you writing a book, Luke the Puke?
We're making
You writing a book, Puke the Luke, Luke the Puke?
Notice how he slaps everybody around?
Stephen Anal Hoffman. That's your middle name, Anal?
Yeah, gassy.
He's not nice to anybody but one dude on here. Maybe 2.
Everybody see that picture of
Jimmy's trying to rub one out. N6EKC said that Jimmy's trying to rub one out, but he's got a catheter in there. It don't work. It don't work no more.
You do need a license for this. These all licensed ham operators. They're not bootleggers. I mean, there are bootleggers that try to get in.
Having to use tongue depressors and surgical tape to get yours up.
But they'll step on your
What
signal.
did Beverly do for you? What did Beverly in Montana do for you there? Milkshake.
And if you have a stronger signal and they can't step on it, they'll hunt you down.
Milkshake is in the senior citizen home, a trailer park. Wow, one step below Jeffrey Baron Briegel.
They'll have a homeboy T-hunt your signal. So when you're talking, he's in a car, little beacon finding you. Then they'll go to your house and try to cut the cable, like your coax cable, so you can't transmit. You have to replace your cable.
They've right for you almost there, Gassy Douglas.
So.
Michael Douglas Foster. I really feel sorry for you because you're going to get what you have coming. You're really going to get what you have coming.
I haven't, her.
And there's no getting out of it. There's no backpedaling.
I heard somebody.
I have no way to. I don't have a radio to talk to them. Just listening to them.
My guy's gonna hurt somebody. That's
you know, I don't have to do the dirty work. That's the beauty.
little creepy guy.
Oh, Jimmy, you're going to get yours, what you have coming too. You wouldn't want them to forget you, right? Hey, Jimmy, you wouldn't want to be left out, would you? 2 Vanderbilt Lane, B bitch, Jimmy.
Unit B, bitch.
Old impotent codger, Jimmy. Old codger.
If you ignore him, maybe he'll go away.
No, I'll be out here all day and night and the next day and next night.
Tyler!
Oh, Jimmy Millerin.
Thailand. In Koh Sumi. It's Koh Sumi.
Sitting in his room, just talking to me each and every day. He's not going to go anywhere. The spritzer is not going to go anywhere. He's going to be thinking of me.
We're not projecting, are we?
No, are we? Are we?
We can, right?
Are we? Are you projecting Luke to puke?
Oh, for
Are
sure,
you going out
Jim.
this weekend?
In the book?
No, we're making a movie.
I'll make your movie elsewhere. Run along.
Run along.
Never goes. I go all over the place. Jimmy Spritz, Miller Spritz.
Codger.
Old codger. Old codger.
Hey, Luke. This is why you always got to eat your vegetables.
That's the repeater dropping. Or that. That's their, their.
Lead-based paint when I was a kid.
Them letting off their PTT, their push to talk button. Pushing the pickle, as they say. When they let off, you hear that.
Vegetables. Where is anybody heard Briegel on here today?
Briegel, that's the 49er. They're looking for the 49er. Fucking Briegel.
Probably out riding his bike, enjoying life.
Or getting another DUI. He's got 9 DUIs. That's wild. Fucking wild.
Not everybody's like creepy. Everybody's like Jimmy Loser Miller Spritz. He just says he can barely keep a kitty, a pussycat, a dry pussycat. Doesn't have a dog. Doesn't have anything. Not even a kitten.
I think it was on Santiago Peak actually until last month. I think they actually got kicked off OCB because of what goes on here. The other repeaters didn't want it on the mountain. So it was actually just moved within the last like 3 weeks or so. So some of the people that used to get in really strong can't get in anymore like that. So I think it's on not Lookout Mountain. It's I forget where they moved it. Damn. So yeah, I mean, after a while, these people get tired because again, like I think it was Engine saying, most for ham radio isn't like this. In fact, most ham operators do not like these guys. They hate this fucking repeater because it gives them kind of a bad name. People listen to that shit and think, okay, well, this is what ham radio is about.
At 66, Terry was going to Mexico.
Yeah, but I do more than Terry has ever done. But OTM Fight Shop. Huh.
Notice how he was coming in saying something. He stepped right on top of his signal. He's a bully. He's a radio bully, and he's mean to a lot of folks.
We can get in the octagon together.
OTM Fight Shop? Well, you're trying to make another pass at me? OTM Fight Shop. Huh.
Yeah, let's get in the octagon, bug guy.
Essie, you're trying to have sex with me? Really?
No, I'm gonna show you just how much I really do own you.
Don't own me, bitch. I'll break your fucking jaw.
Starts the fight shop.
I'm gonna drive all the way to Orange County.
Yeah, to back up your big mouth.
Why don't you drive all the way out here, and we'll have a street fight.
Show up.
Well, I would show up. I'm here right now, dipshit.
Pull up.
I'll wait till about 2 o'clock, 1:45. Come right to my door, have a seat, ring the doorbell, and we'll go. We'll box.
We'll box. Who's this creep?
Straight pull up
What
right
do
there.
you want to have a boxing match?
With the boxing match at 105-degree weather, boy, that's where I want to live. We could do bare knuckle.
Fine, but you bring it on, and I'll oblige you. But you get in my face, and well, I'll accommodate you.
No, you won't. Scaredy cat Steve Hoffman.
He's laughing in his face.
Come on, Gary, Gassy, Gary.
Doesn't want to drive to Northridge, where it's
He's a pussy, just like you, all fucking yapper.
even.
All yapper, Jimmy, every day, all day, all yapper yucky.
Yapper yucky. Shit is wild.
With a capital C.
Hey, will you talk to me? Nobody.
Yeah, shit gets wild, man. That's a dude.
Cost me.
Let you go knowing you're going to get hurt.
Where's the whip? Oh, she got the whip right there, huh? No, she ain't got the whip.
It'd be pretty funny if Gary and Jimmy both grabbed a six-pack of beer, drove up to your house, drinking it on the way up there, threw all the cans out in your front yard, and then your door. What would you do, you little bug-eyed fucking weasel? What would you do? Would you just lay on the ground? Oh, no, they can't do anything. I'm laying on the ground.
Bug-eyed weasel.
Fucking weasel. Son of a bitch.
Bug-eyed weasel. I love it.
Scumbag.
Security guard, that's a compliment. Anybody who wants to step up to me, I'm game. But you might get hurt really bad.
Is that you, OCB?
Don't leave your house. Oh, I will leave the house. And I always do leave the house. I just got back from the grocery store and Starbucks. And, Jimmy, I'll leave the house. I'll go to 1802 Vanderbilt B. Bitch Lane. Or I'll meet you halfway. And then you run your mouth. You step in my face, Jimmy. And, well, I'll accommodate you. You'll get what you have coming.
So fast you would know it.
I will give you what you have coming, Jimmy.
Steps right on
I'll
him.
eat all those.
Jimmy, did you hear me?
Right over the top
I
of
will
him.
give you what you have coming. Don't give me a bunch of yak. Just meet me, step in my face, or maybe when I go to some ham radio event, you step in my face, and you'll get what you have coming. And that'll be the end of that.
Up there, and he hid behind the curtains at his house.
Oh, you're so full of shit, Jimmy. 80 years old, you're an old codger. I would almost feel guilty if I give you what you have coming. You have it coming. It's inevitable. You look just like Mitch McConnell. You know how he has brain freeze when he's talking twice in a month? That's what you do every day.
Ham radio, Bearfish.
It's like Mitch McConnell Jr.
So James C. goes over there.
He's never been over here, you stupid motherfucker. You stupid old codger, you dumb fuck.
All right, JP. I'll see you later.
There's
Now,
nothing
I'm almost
but a
done
dumb
here.
fuck, Jimmy.
Just gonna finish this bowl.
Well, why you?
You're a dumb fuck. You got it? You're a dumb fuck.
Me?
Dumb fuck, Jimmy. How many times do I got to tell you the same thing? You're a dumb fuck.
I like the-
Why you?
You're a dumb fuck. That's what you are, Jimmy. You're a dumb fuck.
They make me laugh, Shelly.
You're a dumb fuck, Jimmy. You're a dumb fuck.
He hid.
You're a dumb fuck, Jimmy. You're a dumb fuck.
Holy shit.
You're a dumb fuck, you old 80-year-old codger. You old impotent dumb fuck.
But why are you such
He's
a
not
dumb
really
fuck?
80.
But why?
He's just making him seem
But
older.
why are you a dumb fuck, Jimmy? Why are you a dumb fuck?
James C.
Why are you a dumb fuck, Jimmy? Why are you so
I
dumb?
have no way to
Why
put
did
a
I
link
so
up,
fire
Bear.
you? Does every employer you've ever had terminate you and just say, get the fuck out of here? Because you're a dumb fuck.
Well, people are trying to talk daily. He just has a stronger signal. He's closer to the repeater. And he has more of an amplifier. So he can step on him.
Pretty quick to bring lipstick to.
But not all of them. Notice he
You're gonna get what
talks.
you have coming there, milkshake. You're going to get what you have coming. That's without any question. You will get what you have coming.
And Ed.
See, he gets stepped on. See, that's him. You can hear him holding the mic. See, as soon as homie starts talking, he's just holding his mic down without saying anything. Killing his signal. That dude's signal.
A lot of angst on this channel.
Yeah, and then some of it comes from you, dipshit. No, I think what you said about Clarence
Dude.
is uncalled for. She was on the phone and she heard that.
So you can ask if my wife has a penis or something.
But your wife wasn't listening, was she?
Yours,
Was she listening, D.A.V. McNeely? Was she listening? Were you on the phone with her and she heard what you said?
Oh,
You can't
no.
answer that.
He's got big dogs, Shelly,
Fuck you,
because of that.
Lauren.
Watch out.
Fuck you, Lauren.
There you again. I can't.
Hey, Dom, I want to tell you something. You are officially on my shit list.
Oh, my.
There you go. Danny put it in the chat.
official
No,
on my
it's
shit
not
list.
435. It's 450, Danny.
Cheers, loser.
This is 450.
You.
Different PL.
Fuck you, Gary. You feel like a frog. Come over here and leap. I'm here. Please. Oh, please. You've been doing this 40 years plus, and you're too much of a coward to show up anywhere where I'm at.
Don't show up anywhere.
Oh, you're so full of fuck. I show up in a lot of places.
But James C.
Yeah, but you never show up at any. I've thrown over 20 of it.
I don't like you. I don't want to go to any of your events. I have nothing in common with you. Why would I go to your event?
Because they're fun. Everybody.
But why would I go to your event? I don't care about everybody. This is my fun. This is my show. This is my entertainment. So I don't have to entertain you. This is about me, not you.
See, he's having fun.
Bug-eyed cunt.
This is his
Gassy
fun.
Gary. finger up your butt and get ready for tonight.
This is on Broadcastify or any police scanner app.
99.
Any police scanner app on your phone. Okay, that's all you need.
Never leave.
And you can listen to these guys. Just look up in Los Angeles Renegade Repeater 450, not 435. There's two of them. 450. 450, not 435.
Supposed to suck your dick.
Ew.
Ham,
I
Jared.
want to suck your dick.
No cops.
Ew.
So cops listen? No, cops don't listen to. What the fuck would a cop want to listen to this for? They don't care.
AMC go.
This is nothing to do. It's just look. A scanner app's going to give you everything, not just police. It's going to give you fire. It's going to give you ham operator. It's going to give you safety channels.
What you said to Cora, I will never forgive. Never.
Truly metal. I didn't say it.
You said it. She was on the fucking phone, you dipshit.
This is a different part of the
I'll
bands.
fucking call her a fucking imported cunt.
I don't think you would, because his son will come to your place.
It's wrong one, monkeypox.
You up.
It's the wrong one.
Oh.
147.450.
He's in 30s. He will fuck you up. No problem.
That's the old one,
You know what?
monkeypox.
I'll take both of you fucking cunts in the octagon at the same time.
Her son will come.
Don't do shit, Cassie. You'll just run your fucking trap like D.A.V. McNeely.
FCC doesn't really care much either. They don't listen
Got to use force multipliers, Gary.
until they get complaints. They complain.
Criminal threat.
Criminals.
That's why they got kicked off the mountain.
Fuck you, D.A.V.
I'm telling you, that's a criminal threat. Get scared.
Yeah. Avoid the soapy water. Yup.
Multiply.
Fuck off, D.A.V. You're a Johnny-come-lately.
James is too, but he goes over there and Steve gets scared, shuts the curtains. I can't handle this. Kind of like using a pipe on a torque wrench, right? Sometimes you just.
See, he doesn't like what he's saying. Again, it went right over the top of him. Stepped on him.
Not the old school.
Again. Did it again. Now, that dude doesn't know that he's getting stepped on unless he's duplexing, listening to himself on another radio. Then he can hear what that dude's doing. Otherwise, you're just talking, thinking you're getting it out, but you're not. So that's why duplexing is important. But I'm pretty sure he's duplexing. He's smart.
Maybe I'll be going to Yorba Linda tonight.
I'm gonna
Some friends in Yorba Linda.
go beat your ass in Yorba Linda. Doxing again. He loves to dox fools. Stepping on him. That's two different people he's stepping on. Bully.
Where the no-tell motel is.
That's at 5628 Mara Linda Street, Torrance.
Just gave out his address.
Yeah, that's my house.
That's your house.
Straight gave out his address. Doxed the fuck out of him.
On by.
Oh. What an asshole.
Leave the house. The guy is
Cheers,
fucking
people.
whack job. Everybody's out on Friday night. Steve's in the room. Everybody out on Saturday night. Room. Everybody's out on Sunday night. Steve's in his room.
Good old Steve. Steve is like Mr. Herman.
Maria Linda Street, Torrance, California.
Okay? Steve is the top crazy one.
Yeah, I'm going to write to Slide Lock LLC and streamitforyou.com.
If you did a little bit of deep digging, you would see that streamitforyou.com actually existed before YouTube. I had a business partner in that I started it.
You're boring me.
Roseanne's
You're boring me.
business partner, and he panicked and pulled all his money out. We were going to be YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Same for Slide Lock, huh?
That's my construction construction inspection company, Slide Lock.
Doxing.
He has no business.
Oh, Jimmy.
Doxing the shit out of him. Fuck. Asshole.
Jimmy Millerill Spritz.
Got fired from his job.
You know it all, Jimmy. Like you've met me in real life.
Well, I have a suggestion.
Yeah. Only after 1 month.
I have a suggestion. I think it's curious that immediately when you get triggered, you start looking up people.
Oh, you're full of shit. People were talking shit about you a long time ago. Long time ago.
Woke ideology coming out.
Oh, fuck yourself, DAV. Go pay your bills. Go handle your judgments in Torrance Municipal Court.
I'm out too, John.
That 1658, that judgment against you, one of many. Court case number 93Z as in zebra 01017. Go pay that.
I actually won that. They
didn't. You lost that.
I won that.
You that.
How does he know? See, doxing the shit out of
Some
him.
others too. By the way, don't lie.
Never lost one.
Did.
Doxing
You
him.
behave like you do. You're a Democrat.
That doesn't trigger me, and no.
That's what you are. I mean, it's not meant to trigger you. I'm just stating facts.
I'm digging up personal.
I'm not digging up shit. If you want me to dig up stuff, I could.
It's really him, Alice.
But you're not worth the money.
It's one guy more,
Repeat my address again.
more so than all the rest.
Yourself. Call Cora fucking
Yeah, Paul.
penis and all the
Hey.
other names you called her over the air.
I am, Catherine.
Standard bitch.
So I'm saying I got the candy
She
yesterday.
was on the phone, you stupid motherfucker.
Well, no, you can't.
She was on the phone. I can do whatever I please. You're a no-class, talentless bitch.
Mail order cunt.
Well, you too. You've been that way for 40 years. This DAV Johnny-come-lately that's sucking on your dick, Gary. You better hold him close to your vest.
No one out here wants to suck my dick as you.
Karen wants to suck your dick.
Only you do.
Even Karen wants to suck your little dick. You can't suck on imagination, Gary.
Lick my butt.
You can't suck on imagination, Gassy.
I never had those ones, Catherine.
I think you should take a Xanax, Steve.
I usually have the.
Yourself.
It's like a mix of
I think you should fuck
cherry
yourself.
and watermelon,
As a matter of
both.
fact, I'm going to tell Cora
It's a blue
what he
bag.
said about his mom. I'll play the DVR to him. We'll see where he wants to go with you.
Tell him to come on over.
Oh, he will.
It's the
Maybe.
same
I don't
company,
know.
though,
He
yes.
wants to waste the gas.
Hey, Motel 6 with him.
Just a different,
Yeah, well,
flavor.
don't level threats if you're not going to back.
Fuck off. Don't tell me what to do. You know, you said something about his mother. I'll grab the DVR and play it and see.
Okay.
Okay. And whatever he wants to do, he'll do. Or whatever he doesn't want to do, he won't do.
Soapy water from cleaning the bar floor.
Fucked up.
He'll tuck tail and do not fucking shit. Just
Oh, fuck you, Gassy. Have another drink, Gassy.
Are they fighting?
Captain
Are
Morgan,
they arguing?
That's all you could afford.
I don't. It's a different deal, bro.
I'm not talking about you or your deals.
Yeah.
Just ignore Bug-Eye. He's such a fucking
Oh,
cunt.
they're arguing.
But you wouldn't say that to my face, Gassy, and neither would this DAV Johnny-come-lately.
Why fucking right? You fucking damn
Uh-oh.
right I would. I
Well, damn right, come over here, bitch. Come on over. Get on your jackass and ride.
You are my jackass.
Into the other jackass. Come on over, DAV, and we'll see how far you get. Think you're real radio badass, DAV? Come on over and talk your shit to my face. We'll see where you get.
look, bro.
Something's going on
Bro,
there.
asshole. I will never be your bro. I will never respect you. Come on up to my face and we'll see what happens. I can show you better than I can tell you. Come on at my face and you'll get what you have coming.
A handshake and offer for a beer. You can't even afford a beer, you bug-eyed pussy.
Sure gets revved up, doesn't he?
Lately, DAV. What you have coming? Better strap all those guns on your side and
Can't zoom in. It's on the other. Hold on. I gotta get the feed on the other side. Fuck. Hold on.
Wherever you go, because you put your foot in your mouth, and you're a little pussy, DAV. You know,
Too late now. By the time, it's too late now. They're already fucking.
You have no idea who you're fucking with. You have no clue.
Look at the chick back there. She's like, he smacked him. Look, see? You see?
As mean and big and bad and tough and rough you think you are, you're a pussy.
I like how you volunteer other people's manpower instead of your own, though.
You don't know anything about me, and you're fucking with fire. Come on over, DAV. Come on over here. We'll talk.
You're fucking with
Get
fire.
in my face, and you'll get what you have coming. I can show you better than I can tell you. Otherwise, just shut your fucking trap.
You can see her right there, the one in the red.
You would be very lucky if a couple dogs bit the fuck out of you. You'd be very unlucky if you stepped in my face.
Smacked her right in the face,
Stepped in
see?
your face like it's a pile of shit on the ground.
Why don't you try it too there, Cassie? I will fuck you up.
You better stop offering people to come over and beat your ass, because eventually somebody's going to take you up on it.
I hope so. I hope so.
Might need a good ass kicking, Gary.
You couldn't kick my ass, DAV. You couldn't kick my ass.
This is in Thailand. That's a
What I'm
guy.
capable of doing.
That's a man.
So you have no fucking clue, you bitch. But what you said about Cora, you're done.
The only thing you're capable of is running your fucking...
Shut your fucking trap. I've dealt with you for 40 years. You're a pussy. You know where I live. You've run me on your real estate program. You know where I live. You've known where I live for a long time. I don't hide behind bullshit like you do, Gassy.
Text me his address, Gary, so I can go over there.
40 years.
Just look up my call sign, DAV. It's good in the call book. I don't hide behind nothing like you do.
Jake, ham radio, Jake.
Yeah, I've been calling you a fucking piece of shit for over 2 decades.
Over 3 or 4 decades. But you're a piece of shit.
Everybody always seems to be mad at you, Steve.
I don't care. I'm not running a popularity contest, obviously. And I do this for my fun. This is my entertainment.
Are you taking blood pressure medication?
Are you?
I don't need it. I got perfect blood pressure.
No, fuck, dog. What do you think? You're young? You're no spring chicken.
You don't know anything about me.
Oh, I know a lot about you, a lot more than you have any idea about.
Dox the shit.
Because everything. I'm
Dox the shit out of him.
100% transparent on Google. You can look everything up about my life that you want.
You're a waste of my time. I'd rather take my dog for a walk. You're in your 60s, DAV. You're an old codger. 4 more years and you're a fucking elder. 65, you become an elder. At 50, you become AARL, or no, ARRL program where you can join that organization. Maybe I'll just have you signed up for that because you're an old codger too. You're 61.
That's the AARP.
ARP, you're 61. May of 62. That's where you're at.
Well, ham has been around probably just as long, if not longer, than CB.
No. We'll settle it another way.
These dudes been trolling each other for 3-4 decades. No joke.
At how many push-ups?
You're a little weasel.
You don't know that.
I know what you're all about. I know someone that knows you, and they've told me all about you for months. All about you. All about the Torrance DAV.
By my age. So, you're making a lot of assumptions there that...
Oh, I'm not making a lot of
So he's just talking. He doesn't realize he's getting stepped on. It's not duplexing, probably.
Truly looking in the mirror.
Nobody you are truly a gassy troll. You are truly gassy.
Text messages and
That's what I figured out,
voicemails
Brian.
and
Yeah.
phone calls and letters through the USPS. This is one lonely, demented...
Who are you talking about? Yourself there, Gassy?
One.
You talking about yourself, Gassy?
I'm talking about you, but...
Oh, go fuck yourself. You always have been a
Charles,
troll.
what's the
You'll
point
die
of
a fucking
arguing in
troll.
a chat room?
But I own you, Ben.
You don't own anything. You don't even own the house that you live in. You don't own the ball sack that's attached to you. You own nothing.
The frequency is 147.450. No, you're wrong, Nate. Man, why does everyone's putting the old one? It's not that. That's the old frequency. That is the frequency right there. I just put it in the chat room. 147.450. That's what you want to hear. Listen to.
Tug it out, bro. Come on.
435 is the old Renegade repeater. This is the new one. Ish. It's not. It's new-ish.
Lipitor is not working.
Started on 435. It's not there anymore. Now, again, 435's around, but these guys predominantly hang out on 450. They don't go to 435 because the 435ers, the ones over there, don't like them. The ones over there, it gets spicy over there too, but not like this. Much more spicy on 450 than 435. So, you're all good, Nate. I'm just saying, because everybody keeps putting that same one, and I get it, because when you Google it, that's what comes up. It started as that.
Compensate Cora, the house cleaner.
That what she is, the house cleaner?
Yeah. She was calling him. That's why she was calling him. Like, hey, can I come over and collect what you owe me?
I've tried to be nice to him, but he always snaps at like just the most obscure time and just goes off on a tirade. I don't know, whatever.
So now he's gone away so they can talk for the moment. It's just weird how the dynamic is weird. It could be crazy, a dog pile like it just was. 4 guys fighting one dude, and then it just nothing. For 2 hours, dead silence.
At the world because nothing's really worked out for him.
So.
Well, that's too bad. Maybe we should be compassionate and try to smooth his feathers back a little bit.
Nah. No, I think we're doing just the right thing. You know, he loves getting smacked around. Turns him on.
That's a little bit disturbing.
He enjoys the pain.
Oh, he is a bug-eyed freak.
All right, guys. I will see you guys at 8 p.m. tonight, Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for joining me for the LA City Council meeting and a little bit of ham radio action. Remember, 147.450 if you want to listen to these cuckoos talk. Again, they'll be talking on 435, but you're not going to hear what these dudes are pretty much doing. These guys are banned from going over there. Okay? They can't go over there anymore. They came from there, but they can't go back. And most of them don't want to go back, so that's why they stay here. So, I will see you guys later tonight. You guys go ahead and have a fantastic day. I'm going to go get some lunch for myself and then feed old stink boy over there. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. So be good. Enjoy your Friday. And if you can't join us, I understand. You'll catch us on the next one. Enjoy your weekend. But if you can, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight, join Stinks, myself, and the entire family. So thank you so much for all the donos, the likes, the love, the feedback. The thumbs ups are huge. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Hasta la vista, baby.
You know what a good psychiatrist would say?